Yo, what's going on, guys? Boy, Tagline 35. Otherwise known as Tip Gav Game. We're back again with another live stream. And yeah, we're going to be looking at CODNext. I know I'm a bit late. I didn't finish work till late. And by the time I finished work, CODNext was already like an hour and a half in. And I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to chill, eat some food, and then we'll go live. But the beauty of it is, what it means is, I haven't watched it, so I don't know what's been. I've not seen any gameplay or anything like that. But secondly, what it means is we can just skim through all the bullshit, right? Because, you know, it's like there's a lot of talk and a lot of, you know, in-betweens and blah, 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 blah. We can just go straight into what it's about, what they're watching, what they're looking at, maybe some gameplay, and then just see what's cooking, really. Like I say, we're going to be playing Black Ops 7 Zombies on Thursday, so I'm super hyped to be playing it on the beta. It's going to be incredible. So I'm just going to have a little look through it, and we might jump on, play some zombies or something, and we can talk about thoughts, feelings, what we think, whether we think this is good, bad, are they cooking? Is it going to be trash? Who knows? But that's what we're going to do. So without any further ado, let's get into it, see what's cracking. And yeah, hopefully this is going to be some good stuff. Let's turn this so I can actually hear it. Oh, dramatic music. So I mean, it's going to be copyrighted music left, right, and centre in it, so we'll turn the music off real quick. But I mean, am I really bothered? To be fair, I don't exactly make millions from my videos, do I? So we'll just do this and talk over it. Yo, Retro Dad, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Legend. So obviously multi. That's a grenade. Firstly, I know we're here for zombies. I know we're here for zombies, but
Good work.
I just want to take a second to look at that movement. That looks sick. Did he bounce off a wall and then mantle up through the window? I mean, that looks super smooth. If that plays as smooth as that looked, wow. Multi's going to be sweaty. If that is the case, that is going to be uber sweaty.
Enemy Rhino sighted.
What playback are we looking at this in? 4K? Yeah. Look at all those beta codes at the bottom. Jesus. That's actually insane.
Almost there. We're securing the objective.
What was that extra long beta code there? That weren't a beta code. That was far too long to be a beta code. Can we just take a second to look at that? One of these across the bottom was far too long to be a beta code. Yo, Andrew in the membership, let's go! Battlefield 6, here I come. You're not liking the look of it? Right, that there, see that at the bottom? That's not a beta code. Where do you put that code in? Because that is not a beta code. That is far too long. Where do you put these beta codes in? Because that does not look like a beta code to me. Can you guys see this? I mean, it's probably been claimed already, but look how long that is. That's far too long. I mean, look, that's a 4, then a 2, 4, 5, then a 4. So it's 4, 5, 4. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a beta code. That's either a typo or that's not a beta code. I wonder if that's for like some sort of calling card or skill or something. Let's have a little look. Black Ops 7 beta code redeem. Let's have a look. Let's see if this is something like. Oh my god, my chest. I want to pre-order the game anyway and get a beta code, but put it here. La la la. That's the wrong password, I think. Yo, Luke with the membership, let's go! Absolute legend. Thank you very much, Luke, you legend. I appreciate it, dude. 6-month badge as well, bro. That's the password, yes. Verification code. Where's that been sent to? Looks like you're trying to sign in a new account for a new faster browser. Verification code sent to your mobile phone. Roger. Oh, there you go. Got it. Got it. Right. Verify, motherfucker. But that don't look like a beta code to me. I mean, it's probably already been claimed. I don't know what it is, but that does. It's either a typo or what's an error. Enter your code. No, I don't. All right, so let's go. Yeah, it's coming. It must have been taken. It looks like it's been taken. Looks super sweaty. Not a fan of wall running. It's not. Is that just two codes together? It might be actually. Yeah, that could be actually. Blackout. I like the sound of that actually. I'm kind of hyped to play Blackout again. I like this share your build stuff as well. Not a fan of wall running, to be honest. Not making me feel I want to buy this, but I must say zombies looks amazing. I've not seen the zombie stuff yet. I'm looking forward to that. I'm super hyped. I was talking to Queen earlier about it, so you never know. Might see the return of Glitching Queen to zombies real soon. Yo, Opta, what's going on? You're a legend. Welcome. This looks it does look super smooth though.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Copyright Travis Scott, yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. I don't earn anything from these videos anyway. That looks sick. Look at the drones and that though. That looks kind of sick. I saw something about this Pete was doing. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look how cool this is. Was that pizza there? That was pizza there, no?
This is crazy. We're living in the...
That was pizza then saying hello to the little robot, wasn't it?
What's going on? We're here live at CODNext, Black Ops 7.
Yeah, that was pizza saying hello to the little robot. Some fit birds, love it. DMZ returned to COD Mobile. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that.
I've been so hyped for this for so long.
I am streaming the beta on Thursday, 100%.
There's so much things to do here.
Showtime,
yeah.
Welcome to Call of Duty Next. 250 of your favorite creators and press have arrived to reveal live Black Ops 7 gameplay and more. Today, we'll dive into 6 all-new beta maps.
Well, yeah, there is
show you
that.
what's coming to Black Ops
There is
7
that.
multiplayer.
I have dropped
Starting
hints that I'm busy.
with Blackheart.
Blackheart. Right, so this goes straight into multi because I'm not.
Looking at different ways we could improve movement. So things like wall jump have been added, and just different ways.
Well,
to
turn that
attack
motion
maps.
blur off, dude.
And
Fuck
then
me,
also
man.
just looking at everything and really refining and building out the most fluid movement we've ever done, and we really feel that leans into everything that makes Black Ops 7 great.
I cannot wait. And guys, it's now time to jump straight into gameplay. We're wasting no time whatsoever. Thank you so much again, fellas, for your time. We'll be back in a moment, but for now, the first look, live gameplay of Black Ops 7 here at CODNext. Take it away, casters.
Stephanie, dev team, wow, we could not be more thrilled to get big
Right, so
shift here with Dream Crazy. Here's a look at what to expect. Again, as the dev's talking about
let's skip.
center in the CDL and those long-standing content creators, whether they have competitive experience or just a lot of in-game experience. Watching them use that Peacekeeper has been really, really enlightening. I think it's really got a level of balance built in with the draft that you're talking about. The SMG versus AR feels very neutral right now. So, well, if you're looking for an honest take, don't go much further than the Legion stream. He'll give you every emotion, reaction, and feeling he's got.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to bounce from wall to wall. And that's the other thing, and you'll notice as
Fucking
we start to
FIFA
see the
kills.
gameplay more, I really want you guys at home to lock into it. 3 jumps is about as much as
Why
you're
has
gonna be able
FIFA
to pull
kills
off,
got a
but
different
it does
name?
decay over
Is he on a
time.
different
That
account?
first
Is
jump
actually
feels
got
like
done for?
you're on
Did he
a
not get
stick.
caught like
The second
hacking or
one
cheating or
feels
something?
like you're just on a little
So he's on a
bit
different. He's on a
of
different
type
account.
situation.
If that's,
The third
I don't know
one
how
does
true that
kind of
is. So
sit,
don't
you know,
nobody
in
come
this
for me
world
for that.
of,
Like, I
okay,
don't
you
know.
kinda
But
fall out
if
of
that
the
is
sky.
true,
That's
then
map
wow,
number
what the
1.
fuck?
For the most part, Stephanie going to kind of finish off on her lobby here. And I will say, I think as
That's
you've
always
seen
been his
so far,
name? Oh, okay,
our
cool.
show is really
I thought it was just
dynamic.
FIFA
And
kills.
this year, it takes place in quite the
I didn't know
exciting
that.
venue.
Like, I didn't know
Tell us
what that
we've got
FIFA kills
lighting down on the
visuals
board.
at the end. I've never seen that before. I've only ever seen him as FIFA kills.
250 creators joining us live in Las Vegas in this massive
I'm sure he got.
projection-based
I'm
room.
sure he got accused of like cheating. But to be fair, who hasn't? To be fair, which streamer hasn't been accused of it? To be fair,
Yesterday after
El Gato.
Miller. Check out the
We just had our very first look at one of our multiplayer maps, and
What's
Got
this?
some technology there that's kind of smashing into it, really fun. Paranoia.
Paranoia.
This map's amazing. You talk about Black Ops, we're leaning into the mind bending. We're in David Mason's mind, and you need to escape the nightmare here, which is a lot of fun. Looks great, plays super frenetic and fun.
And we got Raid. It's
Yes.
beautiful
Come on.
now.
Yes, we do.
In the Tokyo
My
Zone,
aim's
our
too good.
iconic,
Mate, I'm
competitive favorite map is back.
that's like the biggest lie you've ever
Let's
said,
move off
Luke.
on retrieval. You're in the Alaskan wilderness, and actually, if
My
you
aim
run
is
through
not
the
good.
snow, you leave behind footprints. So it's pretty cool to
Oh,
try
you
to
leave behind
track
footprints.
some players do that.
That's right. Scars.
I like
next,
how
so
they
this
say
is
that, like
another
that's
Alaskan
like
town, but we kinda
groundbreaking.
smashed where
Like
this town's been
obviously,
taken over by
I'd
technology.
expect it to leave snow.
Flagship is
Like
awesome. Another
it's
callback.
fucking snow in
US
it.
is
Like of
from
course it's gonna leave
BO2 now being
footprints.
decommissioned. Fight through it. Sparks are falling on
what I mean.
you. Robots around you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of variety too, but with beta this week, jump, you say.
Unless
Map design. Back to the live gameplay. I don't give a shit.
But hey, shout out to Elgato, share the wins,
Benny
the
Central.
official creator gear for Call of Duty Next. Thank you so much for supplying us with all
I mean, it
of
looks clean, but it always
This
does.
is a map I will say you kind of see a couple of players will, you know, re-identify the usage of doors, which is something that the devs have really kind of put a lot of focus into. The more automatic style, something we saw a lot of more in like Black Ops 4, things of that nature, where you don't just get those single doors that you have to pop and burst open. Now you've got these more automatic style doors that you can shoot, create a longer line of sight than you may normally expect by looking at the different central point of interests. And
That
that's another one of
TTK
those
was
things that,
mad, by the
you
way.
Continue to build on what's been there and where the game continues to mold and morph as we move forward.
the doors. That was quite you know, annoying.
Some of these cameras look sick. Definitely gonna be grinding them. I've not seen any yet, so I don't.
For you as you walk upon them, but here on the forge, here going up top, you see Deus Amir kind of control down someone who has Enforcer, maybe.
But if you had to 1v1,
I honestly can't believe Big Map is the dance get launched though. We had it 5 years ago. Bit of innovation would be nice.
would you
I mean, it depends how long it takes them to bring out Avalon.
Yeah, it's a guarantee. Hex might.
Depends how long they take to bring out Avalon, really.
Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Hamilton, equipped for precision.
Sure.
Goals of our weapon goals. The Peacekeeper blurs the lines between AR and SMG, and the M8A1 obviously has its 4-round burst. Still extremely lethal, I will say.
4-round burst.
Now with Gunsmith, you can kind of build it in different ways too, which is really exciting.
Who the fuck asked for that?
There is a lot of variety, and variety seems to be this word that we keep coming back to with Black Ops 7.
Variety is a big focus
That
for
looks
us.
clean, though,
The
to be fair.
2035 setting has
Spring
really
26
helped
should have
us
been
kind of
launched.
push the gameplay in a lot of creative and
I
unique
don't have
ways.
time.
And obviously the weapons look amazing as well. You know, the aesthetic.
Spring
is
26
really
should have
this
been launched. What do you
cool
mean Spring
marriage of
26 should have
sleek
been
and
launched?
tech, but still grounded. You know, the way we balance weapons, we've been able to kind of
If
push
Spring
the
26 should have been launched, then
characteristics of
they'd
each
be
weapon
in front of the
further
schedule, no?
extremes and still find creative
Yo,
ways
Dylan, what's
to
going on,
balance
Dylan? You
that,
legend?
keep them in check.
Not seen Warzone cameras though?
Are there any
That'll be
pictures?
later.
We've
That'll
seen a
drop
lot
them
of
later.
feedback from players that they want more build variety.
Avalon is
And we're
2026.
targeting that in a few different ways. At the core, though, we're making sure that you can.
I didn't see the full stop. That's my bad. I read that
really
wrong.
Care about across multiple attachment slots, or if you.
I read
are
that
more
wrong. I thought
interested in
you
just a good
said.
balanced
I
build,
thought
there's
you
gonna
said
be
Spring
different ways
2026 should be
weaving
launched. I was like, oh,
That's
well,
the game
it's not.
now.
But you're
What can we
saying Spring
expect
2026
post-launch?
full stop
We
should
want to
have
keep
been
this
launched.
momentum
I mean,
going into
I mean,
post-launch. So on the weapons
Yeah.
front, more iconic, classic Black Ops 2 weapons returning, but a lot of attention. And
I mean, should it? I don't know, because they have to have. No, it's not your fault, mate. It's just my bad English. But the thing is, I think I know what you're saying, and I do get that. But again, it's like they want content throughout the year.
And most of those are going
As long as it's not
to
broken, then I don't
specific
mind, if that
weapon.
makes sense.
They're gonna totally.
This guy's boring me though.
It's nice that it's everywhere. Experience really matters, and you unlock.
What is
It
it?
feels like every single thing I'm
Point
playing
turret.
with in this game has almost got its own progression system. It's so impressive, and yeah, I can't wait.
Oh,
I can't
yo,
wait to
that's
play
sick.
with ammo,
Oh,
with smoke
shit.
grenades. They've got different versions now.
See,
and
that's
across
mad because you
all
can
the
get
streets.
beamed and
It's
you've
so
got to try and find it. Obviously, there's a laser coming from it, but that's kind of mad.
Overclock.
Hey, Trey, I can.
In Black Ops history, the Specialist Wildcard. What is the Specialist Wildcard?
We were just talking about perks. We got a lot of cool new perks. Why not?
Nice.
I gotta get into my little CDL roots right here. I think this map is gonna be viable. Yeah, that's the other fun thing about it. You know, just kind of hearing the inside
Look at
information about
Aiden.
it, but seeing it in
Look at him. He looks like a right. Why does he look like?
It's going to allow for players to really customize.
Why does he look so like little? Like he looks like a little kid. Why? Why?
As you're seeing, the UAV reveals are coming through right now for Aiden with a Rhino in play. So in terms of a possible comeback, this is looking pretty decent, going from 1 to 2
why does Aiden
pretty
look so
smoothly
small?
and having an idea of where the spawns are going to be.
Zeno said he's really disappointed. That's him not getting an invite next year.
Herman Miller Gaming is proud to be the official
I mean, I think it looks clean. Weirdly, this doesn't look like this map here does not look like COD.
Chairs are elite. I mean,
Absolutely
elite.
Important.
No bias. But yeah, you know, I think the other
this
thing
doesn't look Call of Duty at all. Am I?
Yesterday, with how different the map.
This does not look like Call of Duty.
There is still this innate ability to very visibly see your opponents. You know, I was talking to Brittany quite a bit, one of the level designers, about the map design philosophy and kind of experiencing a futuristic or near futuristic atmosphere while still trying
this
to make
doesn't
it
look
feel
like Call of
immersive. And she was
Duty.
very specific at talking about we want to be able to really see the different sight lines that a player can have. We don't want to really clutter things with too much high ground, too many windows, too much stuff that's on the ground around you. Enough to make it feel dynamic and that you have options in terms of what you play through, but not too much to where you feel like you can't see your opponents, as Aiden is tracking everything right now.
But those, I love that you point that out, because the derailment structures, right? As Aiden was shooting at an opponent, you could see those broken structures really do work as vantage points.
It doesn't look like the other maps did look like COD, but this one specifically doesn't look like Call of Duty.
The vantage points all around these
God,
alleyways.
MZ.
There's just so many ways you can cover.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I think
that's weird. This one's weirding me out. This map.
A lot of these maps, when we look at 3-lane based maps, which again, there is an inspiration towards a lot of this. And as we get equipped for precision, Hamilton is entering the Call of Duty franchise space, the special edition khaki field automatic.
It looks a bit like Splitgate, like, but without
the
the
representatives. And wow, it's cool. I actually have the watch on right now that was used in Interstellar, the Murph watch.
Like it's
Very
all.
good,
It
very
looks.
comfortable, so make sure you check out
It looks like a
Hamilton for that
combination of
limited
like
edition if you're looking to
Apex,
up your risk
Splitgate.
game. Getting back to the point, you know, again,
Like
you've got these
I don't know. It
central
looks like a
POIs, especially in a map
combination of
like Hardpoint,
every
you see
Defiant.
those interest points
It looks like a
immediately,
mixture of
but
all
how
of
you
them
connect between the lanes feels really smooth,
mixed together.
really fluid, and again, doesn't feel like you're
That's like the
held back
least
by trying to take
COD-looking
these tight
multiplayer
routes to
map
get
I
from
think
place
I've
to place,
ever
which I
seen.
love.
And it feels like each map is like that, right? We saw Deus Samir doing that on the Forge, right? Every single map, the map transition from lane to lane.
I mean, if this was on beta, we'll be able to play it for ourselves. So we'll see. We'll see what it's cracking then, innit? But it's a bit strange.
And you are also entered for a chance.
Yo, give me
to
a slice
squad
of
up
pizza.
with George Kittle, maybe T-Dog Smitty. Number 85, Little Caesars Call of Duty. Does it get better than that? I don't think so.
Little Caesars. Who's this?
Squad up with George Kittle in a 1 hour.
Some of which.
Oh, camos! Woo! Let's go, camos!
Yeah, so we have classic Prestige in Black Ops 7. We have a new journey.
He looks like COD and Apex had a baby. Yeah,
updates coming to Prestige Master and the icons and things like that as we get closer to launch. But our big story with Prestige in Black Ops 7 is the return of Weapon Prestige.
Did you see the Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive. Dead
Ops Arcade. Dead or Alive? That is DOA is Dead or Alive, but Dead Ops Arcade.
And that's bring back a fan favorite
No, I haven't seen that. Does it look sick?
In a way that feels faithful to the way it used to work, but also
just bought a
bigger
PC, though.
and better than ever.
I'll take a free one.
Weapon Prestige is bringing an even deeper journey for players with their favorite weapons. Lawrence, tell us how this is going to work.
Yeah, so reach max weapon level, you're going to have the choice to enter Weapon Prestige. Doing so will automatically unlock a unique prestige attachment that each weapon in the game has. And these are
they're bringing back the solid colors. The solid colors.
Really
I love the solid colors. They were sick.
You're also going to unlock a camo, and the Weapon Prestige system is packed
that
with
looks
camos.
Good. That's enough. That weapon animation was sick.
Black Ops 2 camos. So you may see some fan favorite camos on the screen here.
BO2 camos?
We had to do graffiti camo.
Oh, that looks sick. That looks clean.
One of my favorites. Oh, it's so many.
Oh, looks great.
Charms, camos, attachments, Prestige has got it all.
That's a BO2 camo. Oh, what was that at the end there?
Black Ops 7 is.
In Black Ops Prestige, doing so will
attachments, Prestige has got it all going on, but it's Lawrence.
Oh, I missed it. What was that?
7 is seriously about.
Some of which are remastered Black Ops 2 camos. So you may see some fan favorite camos on the screen here. You know we had to do graffiti.
That graffiti camo looks so sick.
One of my favorites.
Oh, it's so many.
Oh, looks great.
Charms, camos, attachments.
Cyborg Weapon Arts 115. That's what I thought I
Prestige
saw.
has got it all going on, but
There, look. That's super sick.
Lawrence, it feels like Black Ops 7 is seriously about the camos this time around.
Oh yeah, we're going big with camos. So we have their core camo grind. We have camos in Prestige. We're gonna have camos in our live seasons. So weekly challenges, we'll have 2 camos
Just
per
don't
season,
make
an
it so
animated camo to
much
chase
that
for
like you just
completing
can't
that,
physically do
system.
it. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that would annoy me.
Camos in our seasonal events, and I mean we're going big with camos. There's a redacted camo.
We heard people like camos.
The jacket don't lie, folks. The jacket don't lie.
Yeah, he came prepared. Like we were like, there's only one thing you're allowed to wear.
He's working through his
Lawrence.
headshots.
Yeah,
he's early in his journey.
I'm 5 headshots in on this thing.
All right, I know we all love the camos. Matt, what's your favorite one?
I mean, so Lawrence mentioned we've got some remasters, some reimagines. I worked on Black Ops 2. One of my favorites. It does relate to a breakfast meat.
You know I've been outside your office with signs picketing for this one.
You have been sliding bacon strips under my office door.
Subtle.
Subtle, but we took it. So hey, I'm gonna go with bacon. Bacon camo.
And it's never looked better.
It's sizzling in this
it is
game.
hot. It sizzles. It's greasy. It's all of the
all the things.
All
we
of the
needed
things.
I believe casuals is coming. No, that's
Yeah.
Pablo build codes are blessed.
It is Bailey's mode.
We will be blessed and get one from him closer to launch. But we've already seen quite a bit of gameplay today. But one thing we have not seen is modes. More modes, new modes. We need to talk about modes. So we are talking about skirmish.
Be like, hey.
If you want to know anything. Excited.
I'm going to join my pro friends and be like, what's the build? They're like, here it is. Bang, straight into my loadout. Sick, that's...
You can also share via a build code. So right in the gunsmith is a build code.
A first now in Black Ops. Lawrence, can you explain the sort of the build?
Yo,
share
silent
for
arms, bro.
weapon build
Zombies look so
sharing.
good in my
We've wanted to
opinion.
do
I've
this
not got
for
to
a
that bit
long
yet. I've not got
time.
to it,
We've
so.
finally been able to do it with Black Ops 7. You can send a build you've created directly to a friend. You can grab a build from the kill cam. So if someone's got your number in a match, and you're like, man, what's that guy using? Grab that build, throw it into your loadout for the.
Can I just say that is hella fire, by the way. The fact that you can get beamed by someone and then be like, yo, what's their build? And then just straight up like grab the code and build. That's fucking sick, that, by the way. That's an insanely cool feature.
The next game.
Big fan of that.
And you can also share via a build code. So right in the gunsmith is a build code. Edit a build, edit a weapon, and that build code updates. Anytime you see a screenshot of the gunsmith posted to socials or out of game, grab that build code, throw it into your game, and you're rocking that gun.
Yep.
My days of digging through the spreadsheets are over.
See, that's the beauty of reacting to this now.
I'm going to join my pro friends. What's the build? They're like, here it is. Bang, straight into my loadout.
I can skim through stuff.
It's you know, I spent a lot of time on the social medias looking for meta builds, so I no longer have to do that. I can just grab a code, and I will also. We saw Pablo talking about our weapons earlier.
That's super sick.
Overload. What's that about?
Well, we're going to find out. Back to the studio.
My name is Miles Ross. I'm here with Joanna, lead game designer on all things modes here in Black Ops 7.
So tell me about modes. What do you and your team do?
My team focuses
How high is that guy's hair, by the way?
There's one mode that we would love to talk about, a brand new mode called Overload. What is that?
It's a 6v6.
There's way too much multiplayer.
You have 2 zones. They have 2 zones. Your goal is to secure the overload device.
Oh, there's some camos there, look.
Pick it up and capture it in one of the opposing team zones. Once you secure the device, you have an outline on you to indicate that you have the device by bringing the device to one.
What are you thinking? Just quickly.
I just
what do we
want
love
to
about Overload? I hear you. I'm right there with you.
Ever to earn camos in Black Ops 7, and that for the first time that includes a dedicated camo track in the co-op campaign.
Yeah, this is something we've never been able to do before. We have a dedicated camo track in campaign for the first time. And it's really excited to have 16
One day I'll be there,
mastery
mate.
camos
I'd
in
love
Black
to be
Ops
at
7.
CODNext. I just don't think I'm ever going to get
All
big enough to be.
mastery camos.
So 4 in each.
4 in each mode, whether you're playing multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, or co-op campaign, you're going to have a dedicated camo journey.
Molten
and,
gold.
Some dope mastery camos to unlock. Let's take a look here.
Co-op.
What's this for?
Gold.
Yes, these are co-op campaign mastery camos.
Oh, these are co-op campaign. Oh, that Moonstone looks sick.
So good. Moonstone as well. This is awesome.
Might be one of my favorites in the game, Moonstone. The Treyarch weapons team has really pulled out all the
That's
stops,
fire.
With these mastery camos in BO7.
Chroma Flux.
Meh.
I'm loving the sort of star details
Meh.
on the handguard as well. There's so much going on.
Guns look incredible. And of course, obviously, for all this stuff like global progression.
Genesis. That looks clean. Moonstone is my favorite. So, oh, that's nice.
1 to 55.
That's nice.
Huge.
That's nice. Moonstone was the best.
Mastery camos, but we got to look at the multiplayer ones as well.
That Moonstone there. Oh.
The first time. And it's
Let's look at the cheeky
really,
blonde for a second.
this is something we've
Where's fucking get off?
BO7.
Oh, fuck off.
BO7. I have a dedicated camo journey and some
Molten
dope
gold.
mastery camos
Gold
to
looks
unlock.
clean.
Let's take a
Gold
look
looks okay.
here.
Gold actually looks gold.
Molten gold.
So
Yes, these are
I'm a
co-op
big fan if
campaign
gold
mastery
looks
camos.
gold. I hate the camos when they don't look. That is so sick.
Molten gold, that looks so good.
That's
Moonstone
my
as well. This is
favorite one
awesome.
so
Might be
far.
one of my favorites in the game, Moonstone. The Treyarch weapons team has really pulled out all the stops with these mastery camos in BO7.
Chroma Flux.
I'm really hoping once you've unlocked like Moonstone on one gun, you can put it on all of them or something like. Because my main concern with this is that like if they turn around and make like the campaign like camos like 100 headshots, then like 200 bloody like prone kills or whatever. If they do it like that, it's going to be so long to do that on every single gun. And my main concern, right, is that how replayable is the campaign going to be realistically before you get absolutely bored shitless? Do you know what I'm saying?
Loving the sort of star details on the handguard as well. There's so much going on.
That looks cool. I mean, it's all right. It's not my favorite though.
And of course, obviously, for all this stuff like global progression.
I mean, that looks sick.
Works
Genesis. It looks a bit average there, but this bit, oh, that looks sick.
1 to 55. It is huge.
I had to first look at the co-op campaign mastery camos, but we got to look at the multiplayer ones as well. I mean, I'm going to be playing all of these.
Here comes the
now.
MPs.
Wonderful time to be a COD player, but these are some of the multiplayer camos that we can be unlocking. Lawrence, Shattered Gold, talk to me.
Shattered Gold, yeah, it's all right.
16 all new mastery camos. Here are the MP ones: Shattered Gold,
Arclight.
I don't know if we've ever had a shiny or diamond.
This
in
one got
Call
a
of
lot
Duty.
of cheers.
That's
in the
okay.
creator room.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's a real like Black Ops 7 vibe for me.
So much
Tempest.
creativity from the team to be able to pull these off.
This one's one of my favorites. I feel like this one's going to be slept on, but I'm saying it.
Tempest.
Oh, dude, this is great. And I love that you picked a great weapon with a lot of surface area to show off the skin, which is very cool as well.
The drum mag.
And yeah, rounding it out with Singularity, our final multiplayer mastery camo. In true final mastery fashion, this thing will change when you shoot it. So all 4 of our final masteries across the game have this dynamic nature to them.
Very interstellar-y.
Is just really awesome with automatic weapons and high.
Don't forget the end game mode. I wonder if you can unlock campaign camos there.
There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of
yeah, you can. That's what the end game mode is, Dylan. I think that's the idea. You replay that end game, and that's where you do it. I just don't want it to be too grindy.
Oh no, what did I unlock? Can I find out that?
Like, I don't want it to be easy,
so we
but
have
at the same
a new
time.
feature in the game we call the reward feed. Pop open the reward feed from the menu panel, and it's got your history of all of your unlocks right there. So this persists across multiple games.
The World Series of Warzone is live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific, and we also have some really awesome CDL season plans.
The World Series of Warzone's tomorrow.
Being released in just a few short weeks. I can say for now, friends, get ready for the CDL to return in early December. Yale. Ranked play is now on the tip of my tongue after talking about the COD League. Where can we get that?
So obviously we're bringing a ton of content at launch, season 1. Big thing for us is just making sure we have the
Where's the Warzone camo?
Game without it, so Yale, I gotta ask.
I think some of our fans may have a guess on what this is. Absolutely, Nuketown is coming back.
I'm at football tomorrow night. Otherwise, I'd watch it.
The love for Black Ops 2. It is awesome. Nuketown 2025 looks incredible.
Nuketown 2025.
It's a banger.
The
it always
colors
is.
are popping.
It is super fun, and we are excited for people to get to see this shortly after launch.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously, like with the BO2
Until the modes
fans
section.
out there, I think people are going to be
They've
really
already done the
excited
modes.
about this version of Nuketown. So shortly after launch.
Shortly after launch, indeed. Well, fortunately, folks, we can all get our hands on Black Ops 7 multiplayer in the beta this week, and I cannot wait to play with some of my...
Is this zombies now? Fucking yeah, baby.
I know. Y'all are confused.
Ain't we seen this already?
So was I. But as they say,
Did I say Tommy?
this too shall pass.
Alright. Copyright is in claim or strike. That's the only thing. I'm guessing as long as I talk over it, I'm good, right? Ted. Oh yeah, here we go. Da-na-na-na. We've already seen this though, right? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? The bear was stuck on repeat. Wait, that bear looks gnarly,
Yeah,
man.
what a trailer! What a song! Teams on point once again with another banger.
Kevin Drew. I am so excited you're here, Steve Bianchi from Treyarch. Might I say, welcome to the party.
You might.
Like our old friend Richtofen.
That was the worst Richtofen impression I've ever fucking heard.
But we're talking all about
Don't
Black
do that
Ops
again, love.
7 Zombies. And Zombies reveal was massive, Kevin. So let's just start out big picture. How did the team think about building the Zombies experience for Black Ops 7?
Yeah, so Ashes of the Damned really just represents what we want to do with zombies this
Like,
year.
is it me, chat, right? Or does, it just doesn't hit the same, does it? With Blond, like without seeing Blondell
This map is a
there.
Bermuda Triangle.
And
where
Craig
all
Houston
these
and that.
locations.
Just doesn't
and it's one of
feel the
it's
same,
the
does
biggest
it?
round-based zombies
Yeah,
map
what's
we've
going on,
ever
Cat?
made. Every single one of these locations has been sent into the Dark Ether in various time periods, and each one has a unique story and atmosphere. And what was so important with this map was kind of looking back at transit in Black Ops 2.
Right.
And something very unique about that map was bringing real consequence to moving from location to location because you had these extremely dangerous roads between. And so it's a real decision as a squad. You don't want to just go out in those roads. You want to move together.
Yeah.
And so today, what the players are going to be playing here is a smaller part of
Yo, what's
the
going
map.
on,
We want to
Cat?
preserve most of the experience for everyone at home on launch day. So what's going to happen is at 30 minutes, we're going to trigger exfil automatically at the next round, and everyone at that point, try to get out alive.
And no main quest.
No main
quest is turned off,
All
so
the
no
quest
spoilers.
stuff is turned off.
No spoilers,
There's
no
still
nothing.
plenty to experience today in this map.
Awesome stuff. And just a taste of zombies. We've talked.
So they're making
an
an exfil at 30 minutes. Is that the same for
the map?
the
Hopefully
beta
our
then?
creators are prepared for what's about to come their way. Look at this once again, descending deeper into this absolutely incredible map, guys. It's glorious to look at. A little surprise as well. I wonder if our creators are
Got
locked
some
in.
help on the way here.
Are they going to see it? Are they going to notice?
Beta goes to 999.
Already.
Fuck
Here
me.
she comes. Oh, it's the Wunder vehicle to the rescue.
That's old Tessie for ya.
What a shit name as well, Tessie.
He's actually here at Next.
Yes.
A lot of our creators, including ourselves, have had the pleasure to get in the real thing, jump on it. There's a wonder weapon on the top. Oh, it's so much fun.
There's a wonder weapon on top of the car.
I'm excited about this map, and I'm so glad it's finally out there. We can talk about it. It's in the hands of our creators.
Ted
So the live
times one.
gameplay is kicking off. It's time to hop in. Let's take a look. Okay, so Steve, where are we at? We're seeing somebody, Mama K is getting in Tessie right here, I think, at Janus Towers.
They're starting off at Janus Towers. It's transitioned from Black Ops 6 to here.
She's quite big on
They're gonna have
Twitch,
to
but I
get
think
the
I've got
Wonder
more
Vehicle
subscribers there on
running.
YouTube.
They're
I'm
gonna
not
try
sure.
to get to either the farm or Blackwater Lake. When they're there, they're going to experience some horrors. This is a creepy map. The Van Dorn
Is that the
farm
project?
is
That's the entrance to Janus
I love
Towers
the barn
Plaza.
There. There's like bodies hanging. The corpses are swinging.
Yo, you
They
just
can
drive
break
through the
their
door,
arms
that's
off,
sick.
fall down and chase you. Well, now they're in the fog.
You took no time to get in Tessie and start going into the roads between.
Oh my goodness.
Tessie's already
And that's
taken a beating.
That is one of the new enemies on the back of the of Tessie
so
there, right?
those are the Ravagers, and you can see that they're little gremlins, and they love being in the fog. And they just took care of Tessie already. They're really
yeah,
good
they
at
look
jumping
rapid,
on
you know.
and just starting to just tear it to pieces. Hopefully she gets out of there because it gets really hectic. So
I was about to ask you, so obviously in these spaces between the locations on Ashes of the Damned, now you can get out of the Wonder Vehicle, but Steve, should you get out of the Wonder Vehicle?
Well, we call this the fog. These roads, these transitions between areas, it's very dangerous. The round rules are not the same as regular rules here. So zombies can continually respawn, and when you try to kill them, they actually just poof into like dust and can reform, right? So you have to just try your best to get through there. You gotta run, you gotta fix the car really quickly and get out of there because you're not gonna be getting points, you're not gonna be getting drops or power-ups. So keep on, make it through.
So we're obviously seeing the Wonder Vehicle there, but we need this. This map is so big that we need a vehicle to get around it and drive between each of the areas. Kevin, what
And
does
this
it
is just
mean
one
to
map
have
though, right? I know
Tessie
it's made up of
in
loads of different ones, but it's one
so
map,
this is
right?
a true Wonder Vehicle, and we call it the 5th member of the squad because Tessie is so essential to your success in this map. We just saw you absolutely
That's
need her
sick.
to get from place
And you
to
get
place,
like
but
a
even
pack punch
beyond
at the
that,
rear.
you're going to be powering her up and upgrading her. Initially, you'll find her, she's a bit slow and disrepair, but the first thing you do is find a familiar bus driver's head in the starting area and install it in the dashboard of Tessie. So now you've got to get a bit of a automated repair and some
Is that like some
personality as
Wonder
well.
Waff on
And
steroids?
then from there, I think we'll see a lot of that today is getting the Pack-a-Punch. You're eventually going to get to Ashwood and find a disrepaired Pack-a-Punch, and you're going to take that jet thruster, put it in the back of Tessie, give it a boost jump, as well as, for the first time ever, giving yourself a mobile Pack-a-Punch, which is awesome.
Oh my gosh, we're hearing Mama K like she's loving the map right now. She's looking up. What a moody, lighting situation you have throughout.
Yes. There's a lot of atmosphere in this map.
Oh, yeah,
It's very creepy. Each space.
Have they just ripped that straight out of Rave in the Redwoods or what? Like, is that like?
This is just very unique.
So what is the name of this location? This
is Blackwater Lake. It's this old cabin that's been transported here, just as everything else. This is really like a Bermuda Triangle type of area, so all manner of places from all over can show up here, and it's just cool. The really cool thing too you'll see is there's unique zombies to each area. So there's some lost hikers here, some backpackers and stuff. In Janus, you'll see Janus Tower security and employees there. So it's really cool detail.
Okay, so we're back in Tessie. Steve, what are some of the upgrades? What are some of the other upgrades that you can
see
make?
the Abomination skin upgrade is one of my favorites. So you're increasing the durability of the vehicle there, which really helps. It actually is chomping through zombies as you're driving through them. The beam attack is super powerful. It just blasts through, cuts through your
Go on,
enemies.
scum, with the ray
That's
gun.
great. There's also the DG2 turret, which we just saw. Super helpful. You get a player on top of there, help clear the hordes ahead of you. It's electric attack and chain to other enemies. It's really powerful, really awesome.
Kim, this doesn't look like the cabin anymore.
No, so we're back. We're over at Van Dorn Farm. So right off the bat, you can get to go left or right, and this is the other path. And somebody got lucky and got a ray gun at round 6, which is awesome.
And it's Scump, so that can only go one way.
He's a lucky boy.
So this is, lovingly referred to on our team as the murder barn. Talk to us a little bit about what's going on here.
So the Van Dorn family, they got to the Dark Ether here. They're they're just a murder family. They're crazy. They took out everybody. You see the bodies hanging here. Some of them are still
Look at that
wriggling
box. Look at
around
the
and moving.
box.
These
Look at the
zombies
box.
can break out. They can break their head.
Path, and somebody got lucky and got a ray gun at round 6, which is awesome.
And it's Skunk, so that can only go one way.
He's a lucky boy.
So this is, you know, lovingly referred to on our team as the murder barn. Talk.
Because there's a Mr. Peaks on that wooden box that, but I don't know if that's anything, but like there's a Mr. Peaks there and it's glowing. I don't know what that means. I know Easter eggs are turned off, but
To us a little bit about what's going on here.
So the Vandor,
like,
is the murder barn.
that's the ammo crates now, is it? Oh, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. What you on about? I said scump afterwards, you dickheads.
So the Van Dorn
I weren't
family,
looking
they
at. I
got to
weren't looking at the
Dark Ether
webcam.
here.
I was
They're
just
a
looking at
murder
the
family. They're
fucking. I'm looking at the
crazy.
zombie
They
stuff.
took out everybody. You see the bodies hanging here. Some of them are still wriggling around and moving.
Although he
These
doesn't
zombies
play.
can
He doesn't
break
play
out. They can
CDL
break their
anymore,
heads
so.
off, jump down and chase after you. So it's just super cool horror vibes in there. It's terrifying. I love it.
Oh, Kevin Drew. I was gonna say I know who he is.
To Ashwood, and this,
Did he
they're
actually say
upgrading
that? Did he actually say
Tesla
like, as
with
in
the
like
pack
no,
punches.
like as if it?
So they've already got the power up, and Ashwood is kind of our central location. It's this
Man like Noah
1800s
J.
kind of western town that was just dropped in this place, and it's kind of right on top of this chasm. So if you look up, there's this massive bridge with a generator. It's just a really cool space. A lot of verticality. Combat roll actually is really useful in this place. Just be able be able to jump off that bridge and just roll right over to Tessie at the garage.
You got any augments for that?
Yeah, Flopper totally supports combat roll. So
It's great. You got to think about wall jumping as well as rolling now.
God.
There's a lot of flopping going on.
yeah, there is. There's a lot of opportunities for some purple explosions.
But before we get too far on Ashes of the Dam, this is such a big map. I want to throw it back to Treyarch so we can learn a little bit more.
I'm joined by Anthony, senior lead designer.
Let's have a little
of
listen.
Zombies here at Treyarch. So welcome. How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm very ready. I'm very excited. We've got to talk about the all-new.
Man, he needs to sort his quiff out,
round-based
man.
Zombie map. Ashes
He-
of the Damned.
Too
Tell me
big.
everything.
Yeah, Ashes of the Damned is one of our biggest maps ever. It's around the studio. We like to call it a kind of Bermuda Triangle of these varied locations that have been host to terrible events that have caused them to be pulled into the dark ether.
Bad things happening all over the place, and now they're all in one central location for us to play with. It sounds perfect. Okay, so there are many locations that we're sort of dealing with and we can talk about on this map, but where do we start?
So you'll start outside of Janice Towers, but you're definitely not in West Virginia anymore. This is a dark, ruined version of what we saw at the end of Black Ops 6. The upheaval and destruction around you really drives this home and sets the tone for what's in store. From there, you'll have two choices. One road leads to Van Dorn Farm, the other leads to Blackwater Lake Cabin.
Okay, choose your own adventure. Let's go to Farm.
Van Dorn Farm is an homage to Transit Farm ripped straight out of a horror movie. This was the home of a murderous family complete with an underground kill bunker and a barn lined with their unfortunate victims hanging from the rafters.
Extremely spooky. Okay, if we go back, let's head to the cabin. What have we got there?
Yeah, Blackwater Lake Cabin is where a famed horror director drowned his lead actress, believing her death would birth the ultimate terror. But as it so happened, the lake had other ideas.
Okay, Anthony, I appreciate you not giving away too much. There's, spoiler-free territory here. What's beyond the cabin, though?
Regardless of which of these paths you take, you'll end up in the fractured southern Georgia town of Ashwood. And this is the central location.
So it splits and then goes back into the
Ashwood
middle.
was the site of a massacre and cracking the veil, pulling the town into the dark ether.
Oh, this is cool. Every location has such a unique sort of story.
So it's like a bow tie.
And there's so much storytelling going on. What does this mean, though, that we are trapped in the dark ether?
Now, this is super exciting because anything goes in the dark ether, and we get to go to some truly incredible places throughout our seasons as a result. We're coming out strong with Ashes of the Dam. We've got a Wonder Vehicle. We've got a moody vibe. And we know that this map will deliver that atmospheric experience that Zombies fans have been
Dinah's
asking
back.
for.
Anthony, it sounds absolutely brilliant. It looks brilliant. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Thank you so much, mate. We've got more Zombies gameplay coming up.
We sure do, Miles. Guys,
So,
I knew
so we've
zombies
already
met
got
memes.
farm and diner
Well,
from
we've got to see some
transit,
new
so
monsters. We got a little taste, but I mean,
we've-
what else are we
we've
looking
pretty
out
much
for
got
in
transit
the
back.
dark ether?
Yeah. So but just going back to those Ravagers, you saw them like tearing Tessie apart. They're just little jerks. Any loot that drops, they'll immediately gravitate toward and try to eat.
Little
So
loot
you want
pigs,
to, little loot pigs. You want to stop them, and they hang out in the fog normally, but in the special rounds, the fog rolls in, and that gets really intense when these guys are all coming in at farm or any of these locations.
Speaking of intense.
So that's
We
a
have the
bear with
Zersa
3
here.
crit
This
spots.
thing is massive. It's terrifying.
3 crit spots,
Wet
there we go.
and slimy. It has beehives on it that actually can detach, fly at you, and attack you with zombies, right?
Yes.
These also reveal weak points on it. You can
Oh,
shoot
okay.
those and go for the critical damage there. But I mean, this thing is tough. The car can't even smash through it. I mean, it's formidable.
This guy's a terror. He just harkens back to some of our earlier games where you just keep trying to run away from him, and he's unrelenting.
Yeah, unrelenting is a good way to put it. But also, we got to have a moment for the zombies because, we love a pun on this show.
Yeah, we just had to do it.
Zombies.
If you go inside the building, he might not be able to get in there, but the zombies will definitely be able to get in there.
Yeah. Now, something else I've been dying to talk about, and we saw a little bit about this during our zombies reveal, is the debut of a new version of some familiar faces. I am, of course, talking about the original crew with a new look.
That's right. So this is our iconic crew, the original crew, but this is the Dark Ether version. Returning is the original voice cast, so Steve Bloom, Fred Tatasciore, and Nolan North, and we're going to be premiering Nelson Lee as Takio this game. And so while you might recognize the crew and their personalities, they have different backstories and a different reason why they're here that we're going to
Did anyone see Fridge or back? I didn't see anything, but we can go back and have a look in a bit.
Nice was super cool. I also see some, more familiar faces. The OG crew won't be facing the Dark Ether alone. Steve, what other characters are joining them?
Well, we have returning from Black Ops 6, Maya, Weaver, Carver, and Gray will be here too, as you've seen in the Reckoning.
But we know they died
mysteriously
anyway,
vanished.
so-
They show up here now. They're in the Dark Ether. They're meeting up with the original crew here, and their souls are drained. They're going to have to all work together here to escape, right? So it's really cool that there's 8 operators you can choose from to get really good dialogue all together, all the different combinations. It's amazing.
I feel like narratively that's going to be just so fun because I'm thinking about how incredible some of the lines are, the writing's always
We
on
want Blundell
point,
back. Yeah,
and
exactly. Yeah.
just how they're going to interact together, I'm like,
Yeah,
They'll be making some new friends.
Yeah,
Rick
exactly.
Toffin and Gray are both scientists, but very different kinds of
Very
scientists.
different kinds of science.
Ditch the quiff.
Awesome.
Being bra-
Okay,
the
we're talking
Brit.
about what else players can look forward to, folks. Don't forget that we have the beta
Ditch the
starting in
quiff.
just
Bring
2
back the Brit.
days. Pre-order Black Ops 7 or subscribe to selected Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 7 beta starting on October 2nd. Don't forget to jump into the beta on day 2 of early access. That is when you will experience a taste of zombies. Preload the beta starting tomorrow. Also, this is a fun one. The Gobblegum Monster Pack is here, but only for a limited time. Pre-order now before the Black Ops 7 beta ends, and you'll unlock a monstrous amount of Gobblegums. The pack includes 1 of every rare, epic, and legendary Gobblegum. That's 9 rares, that's 9 epics, and it is 10 legendaries, plus 3 perkaholics. Use them in Black Ops 6 starting tomorrow. And don't forget, once you pre-order, make sure you log
Fuck
into
that, I've
Call
used them in
of Duty
BO7, you
before the
fucking
end of the
clowns.
open
Like I'm gonna
beta
waste them on
October
fucking
8th
BO6.
to claim
Completed it.
This pack. Christopher Puckett,
Niche.
you've got some more Gobblegum news, don't you, sir?
But we are going to pre-order this straight after the stream.
Miles, look at this thing. I got the Gobblegum mini dispenser replica.
What?
It works. It's functioning. That's right. And for all those Call of Duty collector fans out there, now available for pre-order, it's the new Gobblegum replica dispenser
What
that
the
you could
fuck?
have on your desk. All fans who grab one
How
of
much
these
is that?
for their collection will also get a Gobblegum machine weapon charm gift with the purchase.
How much
And
is
this?
this?
Will be the perfect
How much
shelf
is this?
companion for your Wunderwaffel that you picked up.
How much is
last
this?
year at Next.
$70?
Amazing stuff coming out of our crew, and it is
Yeah,
more
fuck
than
that.
just a
I'm buying
display
that
piece.
shit.
This is a working die-cast metal replica standing 12 inches tall. It can be loaded with standard gumballs, adding an interactive touch to your collection. With Black Ops 7 launch around the corner comes a new chapter in the zombies story. The perfect time to grab a new...
Fuck the game. This is the best thing I've ever seen. This is insane. How do I buy this? Right. How do I buy this? I'm buying it right now. Can I buy it? Do I have to buy it on the UK shop or can I buy it on the American? COD store, UK COD store. Call of Duty store. Is it? I don't give a fuck. I don't even want to pre-order the game. I'm just gonna fucking buy that shit. How? What? Call of Duty. I did scan the QR code, but I'm just making sure there ain't like, because I don't want to order it from the US site if I... Let me go back and watch this shit. Like, I'm sorry, but it's an actual gumball dispenser. Like, I can put actual gumballs in it and eat gumballs. Motherfucker. What the fuck? Was the little screen at the beginning moving as well?
Epic and legendary Gobblegum. That's 9 rares, that's 9 epics, and it is 10 legendaries, plus 3 perkaholics. Use them in Black Ops 6 starting tomorrow. And don't forget, once you pre-order, make sure you log into Call of Duty before the end of the open beta on October 8th to claim this pack. Christopher Puckett, you've got some more Gobblegum news, don't you, sir?
Yes, I do, Miles. Look at this thing. I got the Gobblegum mini dispenser replica. It works. It's functioning.
You pre-ordered from the US store. I'm pre-ordering, man, like, for sure. You can buy Gobblegum coaster set as well. Sorry, yeah, Gobblegum coaster set. They're shit gums, though. Well, they're not. Perkaholics on there, but still. $70 US. That's like 60-something quid, right? Apple Pay. £53. That's not even that much, really. You got the GG dispensers and the coasters. I am tempted to get the coasters, but I just want the gumball dispenser. Let me just like, fuck me. Hang on. Da, 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 da. $77 with shipping. £77 with shipping. It's £24 shipping. Fucking liberties. Da, 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 da. Nice. All right, right there. Wow, that's a lot. Do you know what? I'm gonna add the coasters to it. Fuck it. Oh yes, take me to the United Kingdom store. Oh no, that's not worked. Oh, that's not worked. Pre-order that as well. Done. Pre-ordered. I'm not even joking. Fucking come at me. Done. I'm not even sorry. I'm not even sorry. Look at it.
Monster Pack is here, but only for a limited time. Pre-order now before the Black Ops 7 beta ends, and you'll unlock a monstrous amount of.
I need to pre-order the game as well, though. To be fair,
one of every rare, epic, and legendary Gobblegum. That's 9 rares, that's 9 epics, and it is 10 legendaries plus 3 perkaholics. Use them in Black Ops 6 starting tomorrow. And don't forget, once you pre-order, make sure you log into Call of Duty before the end of the open beta on October 8th. To claim this pack. Christopher Puckett, you've got some more Gobblegum news, don't you, sir?
Yes, I do, Miles. Look at this thing. I got the Gobblegum mini dispenser replica. It works. It's functioning. That's right. And for all those Call of Duty collector fans out
So
there,
sick.
now available for pre-order, it's the new Gobblegum replica.
It better come with some
dispenser that
gumballs.
you could have on your desk. All fans who grab one of these for their collection will also get a Gobblegum machine weapon charm gift with the purchase, and this will be the perfect shelf companion for your Wunderwaffel that you picked up last year at Next. Amazing stuff coming out of our crew, and it is more than just a display.
Gumballs not
piece. This
included.
is a working
God damn it.
die-cast metal replica standing 12 inches tall. It can be loaded with standard gumballs, adding an interactive touch to your collection. With Black Ops 7 launch around the corner comes a new chapter in the zombies story. The perfect time to grab a new addition to your Call of Duty collection.
So sick, though.
Only available on shop.callofduty.com while supplies last, and you can win it right now. You got no money? No problem. Head on over to X and post with the hashtags on your screen, and you'll be entered to win one of the 3 half-scale collectibles. Or simply use the QR code on your screen. It'll take you directly to the post. Easy stuff. Now, let's listen in on how our creators are enjoying this massive map.
That's so sick. I love shit like that, though.
This is main quest.
Darn it, JD!
Found something main quest related. Alright, let's spin the box again. If we can get the ray gun or something, that'd be huge.
What I don't get is he's like found something main quest related already.
I want it.
Go on, Rick Toffen.
Okay, SMG.
For once, I am not underwhelmed. I am whelmed.
Okay, should we open this up? Kind of intrigued. And also, there's a bin? What is that?
The camo with the map, the purple in the back, it looks so good. Look at that. Yo! It looks so good. All right, let's keep driving.
Okay, we're just coming out of gameplay there, and I have to mention something because we saw one of the first pack camo there on Mama K stream.
Yeah, looks awesome. One of our best packs, I think, in years.
Awesome. Not the first new thing, though, but we've seen. Something I don't think we haven't seen just yet, though, but it's a brand new perk, Kevin.
Yes.
Wisp
Here we go,
Tea.
Wisp
What is
Tea.
that?
So Wisp Tea is, you're trapped here, you need some friends, you need some allies wherever you can get them.
We're not
There's a
picky.
lot of these wisps around, and this perk is all about kind of gaining control of one. And so once you have it, you have an ally. And once you shoot enough zombies, you'll summon this wisp, and it will help you kill zombies, but then you can augment it to do all sorts of things. So if you want to be a little bit more defensive, you can make it help revive you. If you go down, if you're playing solo, it's a great ally to have. What's really cool about these wisps is when you augment them, they get different masks and different colors. So it's just very, very playful and a lot of fun.
Because that's not going to be buggy at all, by the way. Don't see a problem with that, but it sounds sick, though.
Coming to Black Ops
New
7
ammo mod.
Zombies at launch. Steve, what are we working with?
We have fireworks returning from Black Ops 3.
Whee!
Oh, wait,
Fireworks,
it's improved.
woo-woo!
So now it's gonna proc and home in on enemies with these rockets.
It does look
shooting,
super
which you
clean,
never
though.
did before. And there's also some really great augments like you're seeing here. It'll launch multiple ones. It spin around, take out anything in the area. It's a really good large area of effect
That looks
here.
sick.
Great for this map because there's some giant spaces here.
This looks so cool. The particle effects are going wild.
I
as
like
well.
that one. That one looks
In terms
super
of,
clean as
other
well.
Stuff that's returning, what players can expect. The toxic growth field upgrade is back. How's this going to
Remember
work
that,
with this
BBK? We
environment
used to
with
smash
huge
that on Cold War zombies.
Yeah, so Toxic Growth is one of my favorite field upgrades. It's from Cold War, and it's all about creating an area of denial. And I think, you know, immediately it can serve as
High
locking
round
down
strap,
one of the
BBK, what we
pathways
saying?
for zombies, which is critical, right? Like being able to just say, I don't have to worry about zombies coming from that doorway for a while is
I might
clutch.
be safe here for a short period of time.
But you can use it all sorts of ways, right? You can plant it down if you want to revive someone. As long as you're in it, you know, all the zombies are coming at you and getting taken out. And then obviously this can be augmented as well. It can get bigger. It can brain rot zombies. It can do all sorts of cool stuff.
Whoa. Well,
Brain rot zombies as well.
Speaking of augments, there's some big news because all of the research that we did in Black Ops 6
Carries
on
over.
augments with the Black Ops 6 crew, it's coming with us to Black
Good.
Ops 7, right?
That's right. It's not like you forgot what you did.
Yeah.
And now that we're in here, we're unlocking additional, you know, branches of science.
Yeah, new
So
science.
We're expanding the augments, so you can actually earn an additional major and minor augment for all content, and you can even unlock an additional second minor slot.
Whoa!
So in total, 192 augments to experiment with, and a lot of these are pretty big, like game changers with some of the older content. So like stamina up, you can fire while
So like
major and minor augment for all content, and you can even
like these look similar. They look, well, it looks like power actually. Now I've paused it, but they remind me of those things from Cold War, from Outbreak. Do you remember?
unlock an additional second minor slot.
Whoa!
So in total, 192 augments to experiment with, and a lot of these are pretty big, like game changers with some of the older content.
That was Ascension, by the
stamina
way.
Up, you can fire while sprinting. You know, there's a Vulture augment that automatically applies armor plates to your armor, so you don't have to manually plate.
I'm so excited about that one.
One of my
That and
favorites.
reactive plates.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is Ether Shroud.
That worries me a little bit. That actually worries me a little bit. So obviously they're carrying over progression, which I on one hand I kind of go, yeah, all right, makes sense, it's valid. But then it sounds like they're gonna give us extra things that are gonna make those perks like ultra OP. But the thing for me there is, like, for example, like Vulture, if that's gonna give you, if there's an augment that allows me to plate up without needing to plate, if that makes sense, I feel like it's gonna make you very, very, like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
You create an after image that is like serves as a decoy, so all the zombies attack that while you kind of regather and kind of, you know, re-equip. And
We didn't get to see Ascension today. It must have been half the map we locked off.
We
Oh,
have
did
to be
they?
seeing some new stuff. You know, we've seen the trailer. We've seen a.
It's basically
a hint
Golden
of
Armor,
what
yeah,
may be
but
a
I
new wonder weapon, gentlemen.
New
Let's
wonder
take
weapon.
a look at the Necrofluid Gauntlet. Steve, what the hell is this?
The Necro Fluid Gauntlet.
question.
Nikolai.
Great question. Yeah, this is an awesome weapon, new wonder weapon for the map here. It is this weapon of unknown origin.
What does that say? What does that say?
It showed up in the dark ether here as well. We don't know where it comes from, but you can harness the powers of it here. It has a great melee attack with the claws on it, but it also harnesses this black viscous liquid here that you can manipulate, so you can fire that out. It goes through enemies. You can recall that back as you're doing that. It'll actually also pull in items, power-ups, and damage enemies on the way, but it also refills the ammo into the weapon, which is completely amazing, right? It's really fun.
It's like if you manage it well, you're never going to run out of ammo.
Exactly.
That is awesome. That is really cool.
Interesting. Well, maybe we'll find out where it came from or how it got there. I'm excited to use it either way. But in addition to round-based zombies, we're also bringing survival maps back from Black Ops 2. So last week we went to Treyarch to learn about what's headed to survival.
Anthony, welcome back. Let's talk about survival maps. We mentioned Van Dorn Farm earlier, and this is the first survival map coming to the game, and it's the first time Treyarch is bringing survival to zombies since Black Ops 2.
Yeah, that's right. Van Dorn Farms from Ashes to the Dam will be our first survival map of many. This focused area of the full map is all about staying alive with what you've got. No main quest, no frills. You'll be able to play it during the beta, and you can expect more survival locations based on our round-based maps coming post-launch.
Wow, okay, cool. So confirming we will get more of these post-launch. That sounds like the perfect option for people who want to warm up and maybe vibe with friends before jumping into the main event again.
Yeah, exactly. And while survival isn't as forgiving as directed mode, which is also returning, it's still a quick and easy way to jump straight into some zombies action. Of course, we'll still have our standard mode, and we're adding a new curse mode that'll make zombies even deeper and more challenging for our hardcore players. Sprinkle in some Dead Ops Arcade 4 on top of that, and we'll just have a huge experience for our players.
It sounds like a lot to play, and we cannot wait. Anthony, thank you so much. Back to the show. Plenty to digest there.
Well, there's a zombie camo. Show me the zombie camos.
Miles. It was a true pleasure getting to sit down with Anthony to talk about survival maps. Steve, what is the team most excited about? There's so much.
See, why are we looking at Warzone players playing zombies?
Survival maps, it's awesome because you can just jump right in there.
Yeah, there we go. Noah,
There's
brilliant.
The
Solo as well.
there,
Love
the
this.
Wonder Fizz is there. You got everything you need to survive. There's no quest, so you can just have a really great experience and just enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just very much like Liberty Falls from Black Ops 6. Like, there's some nights
The
where you
HUD
don't wanna
looks
think
kind
too
of
hard.
mad.
Yeah, you just want.
I'm not sure I like the HUD.
Rounds, and this is what the mode is all about. And what's interesting is it's not a lot of work to just get set up. You have that success, but it's actually pretty hard to get to high rounds because they're so small. You can't just take a zip line or a jump pad out of there. It gets pretty hairy pretty fast. So. And this is what the mode is all about. And what's interesting is it's not a lot of work to just get set up.
That's interesting. So you get a bit of an overview. Look, see this here? That is like a. I feel like that might be boss fight area over here, and then you've got like obviously there's one major location, another major location, another major location. Obviously these are your roads in between. There's roads coming off there, so there's two. So that's so there's Janice Towers and thingies over here. Oh, sorry, Janice Towers that'll be like here. Then you've got the falls and whatever the other one is here. Then that goes into like the old western one, and then it looks like it goes back out to like two more places there, and then maybe one up here. But that looks like a pyramid. That there looks like a pyramid.
You have that success, but it's actually pretty hard to get to high rounds because they're so small. You can't just take a zip line or a jump pad out of there. It gets pretty hairy pretty fast. So.
It looks really intense. I just love what I heard quickly there from Noah J. He has the fireworks equipped. He straight away was like, wow, these are so pretty.
And it looks
They are
amazing in the
pretty.
map, right? The
looks so
dark
good.
map with the fireworks. I love
But
it.
I want to ask, is there a round cap in beta?
There is, well, only that it gets to 999, and so I kind of challenge anyone out there playing in the beta. How far can you get in the time that you have? Can you get up there? We'll see.
I don't know. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Tag us.
Yeah.
I want to see it. But Yale mentioned it earlier today, but Black Ops 7 is going to have a massive Season 1 with the Treyarch team adding 2 new survival maps and 1 round-based maps in Season 1.
Yeah, which is huge.
What did that say?
That new round-based map coming.
But Yale mentioned it earlier today, but Black Ops 7 is going to have a massive Season 1 with the Treyarch team adding 2 new survival maps and 1 round-based maps in Season 1.
Yeah, which is huge.
The only thing that I don't particularly like as well is when they big up like, oh, there's going to be 2 survival maps. Right, it sounds like this map here, whatever it's called, Ashes, right? This map's got like what 5, maybe 6 areas, which I'm guessing is going to be each area is going to be its own survival map, and they're trying to big that up like it's that's extra content. Is it though? Effectively, you're only going to get one new map. The rest is going to be an old map.
Is I think one of my favorites.
But a different
I was hoping
mode.
you would say that because
So,
I'm very
like, I don't like it when they refer to a mode as a new map. It's not a new map. You're giving us a new mode on an existing map. Do you see what I'm saying? And they sell that like extra
I
content.
will describe it as very metal.
Metal.
So metal.
You will with that.
Okie dokie then.
Zip action here from Noah.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right. But it was never really sort of like done as like a new map though, was it? Do you know what I mean? Like they like the way they said that there was like, oh, Season 1's going to be massive with 2 survival maps and 1 round-based map. It's like, right, you're giving us 2 different modes and 1 new map. Let's call it for what it is.
Okay, well, Kevin, there's more to talk about here. There's also
I don't mind them doing it.
It sounds
Listen,
like something
chat.
the sort of long-time fans
Like,
are going to be
like,
really
I'm
excited to play
I'm
and
not
they're gonna love.
moaning about the fact that they're
last
giving
game
us
we introduced directed mode for
like
more,
recycled
more
content. That
casual
doesn't bother me.
experience for fans
What
to
annoys me is when you
experience
hype
the
it and
story.
sell
This year,
it
Curse mode is all
as
about
like
engaging our most
more than what it
hardcore
is.
players that are
Just
seeking
say it how it
challenge,
is.
and it just immediately.
You
we're
know,
not gonna tell you how to
survival mode
unlock
will
this
come
on day
to
one,
these
but I'm
areas.
sure
Boom, done.
our
I'll be
audience
like, oh,
will
that's
find it
cool.
very fast.
I
And
don't
as
mind
soon as you
playing
get
that.
into
That's
Curse
something
mode,
good
you're
to
gonna
do.
Immediately feel the difference.
But it
We're
don't
bringing back
like
the classic point
yeah.
system, which is more complex, but you're going to need that because this is going to get a lot harder. You're only going to start with a pistol and no
If that
mini
makes
map.
sense.
And so the whole idea of this mode is it's about discovery, and you're trying to find these relics within the mode, and once you find them and unlock them, they apply additional difficulty modifiers to the mode, so you can actually disable things for more casual experience for fans to
We're excited.
I will describe it as very metal.
Metal.
Is this the new?
So metal. But Yale mentioned it earlier today, but Black Ops 7 is going to have a massive Season 1 with the Treyarch team adding 2 new survival maps and 1 round-based maps in Season 1.
Yeah, which is huge. And that new round-based map coming in Season 1 is, I think, one of my favorites of
I was
all
hoping
time.
you would say that because I'm very excited about it, but I'm excited you're excited.
I will describe it as very metal.
Metal.
So metal.
You will with that.
Okie dokie then.
Zip action here from Noah. Okay, well, Kevin, there's more to talk about here. There's also cursed mode. This sounds like something the sort of long-time fans are going to be, really excited to play and they're going to love.
Yeah. So last game we introduced directed mode for more, more casual experience for fans to experience the story. This year, Curse mode is all about engaging our most hardcore players that are seeking challenge, and it just immediately. We're not going to tell you how to unlock this on day one, but I'm sure our audience will find it very fast. And as soon as you get into Curse mode, you're going to immediately feel the difference. We're bringing back the classic point system, which is more complex, but you're going to need that because this is going to get a lot harder. You're only going to start with a pistol and no minimap. And so the whole idea of this mode is it's about discovery, and you're trying to find these relics within the mode, and once you find them and unlock them, they apply additional difficulty modifiers to the mode, so you can actually disable things like ammo crates or limit yourself to 4 perks within a match. You start to tier up. Like, why am I doing that?
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely bragging rights, but we also reward you in a variety of ways. And then one of those things is unlocking additional power. So once you get to tier 1, you're actually going to unlock the ability to just purchase gold armor in the mode, which just automatically regenerates your plates. So along the way, you're making the mode so much harder and facing new challenge, but you're also getting a couple tools to help you out.
Cool. It sounds really challenging. It sounds like I was sweat.
Yeah.
Can I complete the main quest in Cursed at launch?
Absolutely. The mode is all about kind of going back and trying to complete the main quest again at these higher difficulties and getting additional rewards.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There's
Okay.
a lot to play here.
Is this the garage in Ashwood?
That was.
Okay.
That was the garage in
So
Ashwood.
what are we?
You know what I don't like seeing is Warzone players playing zombies who couldn't give less of a fuck that they're playing zombies.
Warp Tessie back to there. She breaks
Like they're
down.
like, oh
You
yeah, I've
wanna
got to play this
brave
shit
the
for half
fog,
hour
just get
until
there, pay
Warzone
the
comes on.
price. Tessie be there. Tessie auto regenerates there. You can also actually pay to warp into Tessie there. So if your friends have Tessie on the other side of the map, for a small fee, you can be there with them.
That's cool. I mean, it seems so. It's a big map. There's lots to do, lots to traverse. It's really nice that we've got different options to get back in the action quickly. And yeah, if Tessie goes down, God forbid.
You also have jump pads in the level. So as you're driving through and unlocking these new destinations, there's alternate ways to quickly travel back and forth. So you don't have to just use Tessie sometimes.
All right, I've heard there are some juicy new zombies mastery camos coming to Black Ops 7. Kevin, let's take a look at what we got.
Let's look at the goods. So first up, we got Golden Dragon, which is very scaly and very very shiny.
Nice.
That's cool. Very beautiful. That's very
looking great off that
Bloodstone.
Borealis, skybox. So Bloodstone.
Big fan of that.
Incredible looking. Doomsteel, I think this is my favorite. Look at all the like clockwork and the intricacy there.
It's okay. It's all right.
Lauren said earlier, but the weapons team just continues to outdo themselves. And then our final camo is Infestation, which I think just looks incredible. And it very much ties in with our Necro Fluid gauntlet.
Oh, yeah. The vibe of the map.
It's very,
I heard Lawrence call this camo, and I quote, absolutely disgusting.
and I would agree.
In the best way possible.
I'm not sure about the one before it. The other three are solid though.
Ooh. Our players are getting sort of a little towards the end of their allotted time here on Ashes of the Damned. I mean, is there any, I don't know, is there any other sort of fun things that you guys are allowed to share?
There's that pyramid.
Still incredible, and it's very.
I heard Lawrence call this camo, and I quote, absolutely disgusting.
And I would agree.
In the best way possible.
In like the best zombies way possible.
Look, there you go. Pyramid, floating pyramid in the background. He's the Optic owner. Who's that? Which one's that? I will say Warzone Last Mastery looks more gruesome than Zombies Last Mastery. Really?
Ooh. Our players are getting sort of a little towards the end of their allotted time here on Ashes of the Damned. I mean, is there any, I don't know, is there any other sort of fun things that you guys are allowed to share? And still.
I mean, this.
I would like some more tips about the fog, right?
The fog
Steve talked
sounds
about the
horrible.
fog.
The fog actually does have some investigation there. There is gameplay to uncover. I mean, right now we don't have quests and things and side quests on, but you're gonna want to explore there. But you have to be prepared to really fight, right? Have a self-revive maybe, right? Have some perks with you. Have your gun upgraded because it's a challenge, right?
Oh, here's the bear.
Explore the fog at your own risk, but there are some reward potentially.
Wow,
some
that bear.
At your own peril. Yep.
Yeah,
There's nothing to use stims in Zombies. What the fuck?
Oh, there's our bear.
The Zursa.
And there's an effect on your screen when Zursa hits you. There's like a scratch mark.
Yeah.
The bleed effect. Yeah.
That'll actually shut down your auto healing.
Oh.
So it gets really scary if you get swiped like that, because
Don't panic.
You're gonna have to.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Just keep running.
Panic.
So that's Noah just knocked off one of the beehives there, and it creates a little area. Now you have to still take that out once it's dislodged from his body.
Yeah, Zursa's.
It will home in on you.
I didn't realize how big Zursa is compared to your player. That's also terrifying. Not to mention the sort of bee like ranged attack as well. That's intense.
It's the Uzi honey for me.
Yeah, they ripped off Ice's bear, haven't they?
Zursa, I was like,
It's a lot of slime.
Smelly. I could smell it from here.
Noah's doing great though. He's got a nice little. He's got a good circuit.
Oh yeah. He's a pro.
You mentioned earlier that Ashwood is kind of like the central location.
So the whole map is really, it's a figure 8, and Ashwood is at the middle of that. So it's just this kind of nice, regathering location, and having the garage there for Tessie is part of that.
Yes, exactly. It's a very easy, fast travel jump to get to this location, to have access to the garage, to have access to a lot of the things on the map. Really centralized here. See, there's some zip lines you can take up to the top.
Back upstairs.
So they're giving us survival mode, like depending on what size it is, trying to get to round 999 is gonna be mad.
A zip line up. So here we are back at Janus, the
I
starting
love how
area.
all the Warzone creators are all on teams of 4. All the zombies are solo.
He has come back. But you never know.
He's got a pack-a-punch there, so I assume that he made his way back.
I don't know if I like the HUD. I'm hoping they've got a classic HUD.
Okay, so we know that the rounds are coming to a close here for our creators, and that this is about exfil. So how is exfil going to work in this game? What can you tell us?
For the first time in this game, you can actually do a solo exfil. So you'll see these yellow phone booths around the map at all the areas. You'll hear the phone ringing. If you answer it, you can choose to exfil. So now your teammates can vote to opt into that if they'd like to. And then they can warp to that exfil location. Then you're gonna have to face the Zursa. You're in a confined space here. It's a do or die situation, right?
But it's
your
not
other
just
friends,
any Zursa, right?
Yeah,
No,
an
it's
HVT Zursa. Thank you. Yes.
It's like the Mama Zursa.
Mama Zursa.
But your other friends, even if they didn't opt to exfil, they can actually jump in there and help you out if they want to be, but that's at their risk. They could go down or something can happen. But once you're successfully out, they can continue playing without you. Yeah.
That's really
cool. It's really cool.
I'm going to use this all the time because I feel like it's always like, you know what, dinner's ready, I'm out. You guys keep going, or I'll stay in and you leave. And I love that they kind of calculated risk if they're helping you and they do go down, but at the same time, they might just leave you and be like, good luck.
Yeah.
There's a bug saying please have full rarity pistol when he hit pack 2 and back to
We
green.
also simplified it this year. It's very clear. It's just kill that HVT and get out.
And get out.
It's
Okay.
not like kill 50 zombies.
Yeah, that's
and
cool, yeah.
It's just kill that and you're good.
That's very cool, guys. Oh my gosh. Is there any rules? I mean, if it's brown, lay down. If it's undead, go for the head. Is there a...
Go for the weak spot.
Go for the weak spot. Hope your weapon is pack a punch. Okay. Oh, the gameplay looks fantastic. And of course, folks, for the very first time ever, we have zombies survival in the beta. And this was just a little taste, a little succulent enjoyment moment of that zombies experience.
Yeah. So survival's all about these smaller maps and just focused on exactly that, surviving. And in the beta, we're gonna give you so many gums because we want you to just experiment, especially some of the new
they're
gums.
gonna give us gums for the
And,
beta.
This is the first time zombies in the beta. This is incredible.
Yeah.
It gives us an opportunity to react to players' feedback and just see like how what happens in high rounds and how we need to react. So
We're so excited about that. It's gonna be amazing.
So basically, we're the free
When
playtesters.
we can go home and play the game sitting on our own couches at home. Like
We
that's
don't
the
get to
moment
fly
it's
to
real for
Vegas
me.
and play it.
So
We
beta
can do it from the
always is that.
comfort
I'm
of
like,
our
I
own
get to play
homes for
that as
free.
well. I can't wait. But just being able to play
Yes.
zombies in beta is gonna be awesome. Taste of survival. Alrighty. Well, I think we're wrapping up here
Where's the fridge?
with our
Where's
zombies
the fridge?
gameplay, but there's been
Where-
amazing
where's the
talking about all
fridge?
of the content coming to the mode and Black Ops 7. But Treyarch was like, hey, why not more? We need more. We want more game. And so we have Dead Ops Arcade returning to Black Ops 7.
Yes, so Dead Ops Arcade has actually been with us since Black Ops 1. It's a game within a game, and if you don't know what it is, it's a top-down arcade shooter that kind of remixes a lot of the pieces of zombies and some of the other modes to create this massive experience. And this time around, it's 80 levels. It's packed with all sorts of secrets to discover. It starts out top-down, but there's ways that you can go first-person. There's a side-scrolling. And
Side-scrolling,
for the
sick.
first time, you're actually going to be able to share a global progression. So you're going to be able to still like rank up while playing this.
Earn XP.
And what's really cool is that you can use gobblegums in this mode as well. Wow. And what we've done is remapped a lot of the gums to behave differently. So it gives like new use to some of the gums you may not like to use in standard round-based zombies.
Awesome.
It's like you might find a good way to use them here. So
Awesome. That's really cool. Well, I mean, there's so much content. But that is not all, folks. I mean, we do also have a cabinet, Dead Ops 4.
I was about to say, I watched Miles get smoked in Dead Ops Arcade last night in real life. Kevin and I were eating pizza in the background, cheering him on here in the DOA.
That looks kind of
This
clean.
is a custom Dead Ops Arcade for PC by Origin and AMD. It's so cool. It's just, I mean, I got a short taste of this last night. Again, yeah, you were both enjoying dinner.
You'd be
it was
full
really cool.
cemetery.
It's just so
Hey, yo, that was mad.
It was so much fun. I mean, it's the first time that I've experienced dinner, but it was really cool. And AMD, it's so cool. It's just, I mean, I got a short taste.
Look, there's Liberty Falls Cemetery.
To this last night. Again, yeah, you were both enjoying dinner, but it was really cool.
I
It's just
couldn't go that far.
It was so much fun. I mean, it's the first time that I've experienced Dead Ops Arcade. You know, I'm relatively new to the zombies world, and this was so much fun. And that was our custom.
Yo.
Well, this now is our custom Dead Ops Arcade 4 PC by Origin and AMD. You
Hey,
can get your
that's
hands
what I
on
need
this
to
by
get.
entering the
So my what's it called? AIO or whatever it is. My cooler. See, that's my fans as well. I've got those fans in my PC. I've got that AIO cooler, but I need the LCD screen on the front. I don't have the LCD screen on the front.
X account and using the hashtag CODNext and hashtag AMDXBO7 sweepstakes. That is awesome, and the game is pretty cool too.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Game is good. PC is
Amazing.
awesome. Love to see it.
Shout out to AMD on this one. AMD is the official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7.
Kevin, Steve, thank you so much for being here. We're all going to be grouping up together to play Survival in the beta. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Guys, up next, we are diving into what's new in Warzone, including a brand new Resurgence map. Stay tuned.
Mate, Noah J was on like round 21 a minute ago. Why is he on round 16 again? He's either super quick or we've gone back in time.
Dominate every game on a big. Welcome.
Team. All the creators getting their hands on it. You could too. It's going to be released on the same day. Now, one of the gifts that all the creators are getting at CODNext this year is actually the watch that is on Axel Vermack's wrist.
All the creators are getting a watch. This is what I mean. Like, it's so, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, fair play, they've all earned it and stuff. It's so sick, but wow.
In the game.
How much is one of them?
And it is from Hamilton. There's actually only been 5,000 of these made, which is absolutely insane. But it's going to be released on the same day of Black Ops 7, November 14th. All the creators getting their hands on it. You could too. Make sure to check it out.
Welcome back, one and all, to Call of Duty Next. We know, we know you've been asking for Warzone news, and today we've got you covered with some special guests.
That's right, because we are going to get our very first look at the all-new Resurgence.
All-new Resurgence.
Yeah, look at this.
That's how that happened.
I wonder how sort of trippy that is for the people in the room. That must be pre-outbreak.
So this is. So this is literally Black Ops 6 Zombies. I was going to say, let me have a look at Hamilton Watchers. Hamilton Watchers. Hamilton Watchers. They're like 600-700 quid. $790. Yeah, they're about a grand's worth of watch, man. They've all been given one for free. Fuck me, man. That's mad. So obviously we didn't have Riverboat, but we got Main Street here. So this is Liberty Falls around here. And then you've got the mansion, which will be from thingy. What's it called? Can't remember what the map's called. But anyway, the T-Rex map. Shattered Vale. So you've got Shattered Vale, and then you've got obviously thingy. Only 5k made, give it 20 years to be worth a bit. Yeah, man, that's mad, isn't it?
It's all clean and nice.
Yeah, it's a free upgrade.
Until we show up. All right, let's take a closer look now at.
Because look, that there.
Pretty popular with players.
Yeah, and the colors have been popping on this map. I can't wait to see it in gameplay. But of course, one of our most popular maps in Call of Duty Zombies with Liberty Falls. I'm really excited to see the team bring a new experience there. What made you guys want to revisit?
Yeah, I mean, people loved Liberty Falls so much. Like, we really liked that setting. We thought we could do more with it. We really wanted to expand on it. And this is also a place that we've never used in Warzone. So it's kind of a new experience for everyone there.
New setting.
It looks amazing, like a pre-outbreak. It's all clean and nice.
Yeah, it's a pre-outbreak.
Until we show up. All right, let's take a closer look.
Because there's the church. So I'm guessing the garage is like over here somewhere. But yeah, it's slightly different. It's not quite one for one, but that is definitely Shattered Vale over there. And then obviously you've got, what's it called over here? Reckoning.
Now at Havens Hollow.
Yeah, so here you can see our main street.
Yeah, so there's the petrol station. Yeah, so there is it's Liberty Falls. So there's petrol station, video shop, and then obviously, well, you got the video store down here. Part for the Easter egg step here. You got the ice cream machine, or the ice cream place. Got the motel. There's the church. I didn't realize the mansion was like right over here though. But there you go.
Right, it's got the biggest collection of like the building interiors.
Itchy
Nice
nose,
and
man.
clean, which I love. I know you guys have said player visibility.
Yeah, that's a
top
big
of
focus
mind.
for us. Lighting, player visibility.
think we're going to talk more about Riverboat here in a second, because that might be
Dark
Matt's
Casino.
favorite.
Yeah, it's a good hot drop.
This is like a cool, again, super fun close quarters engagements here, but we still have some nice lines of sight.
Lumber mill.
We've got the lumber mill here. It's got this big industrial interior floor, kind of cool playable elements all over the rooftop. Lots of ways to kind of like sneak in through the upper
It's like a little mini lumber from Verdansk.
sections. The coal depot, this is kind of at the crossroads of a few POIs.
Interesting.
This is the most modern of the new POIs that we have here, the research center. It's got a pretty risky buy station in like the central courtyard.
The numbers, Mason.
This looks like it could be quite a fun
So there's the Shattered Veil again.
loot area as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, look at it.
And obviously here we got the mansion, which we've kind of taken a new pass on and reimagined for Warzone.
My guy, the Z-Rex.
Z-Rex, there's a new ascender in here that goes through the big skylight up to the rooftop.
Yo, so you can go up through the skylight. That's cool.
Cool.
The pond. You don't try to pull your chute here because you're just going to break your ankles because
Yeah,
it is shallow
it's only
water.
ankle deep water,
Only ankle
folks.
deep, yeah, we're trying to have a little minimal water gameplay in this map. And the train station on the outskirts, this is a good place to kind of regain.
Yeah, I love the looks here. I know the call outs are going to be great. And so, Matt, from a size perspective, what can you tell us about Haven's Hollow, you know, relative to other Resurgence maps?
Yeah, so it's definitely smaller than Fortune's Keep and just a little bit larger than Rebirth.
All right.
Matt, we talked a little bit
Okay.
about some favorite spots, but have you got any tips or any hot spots?
I wouldn't mind seeing
I mean,
Fortune's Keep come back, you know.
I really like the riverboat. It's called Haven's Gamble. It's kind of a tight, multi-level space, really good for grabbing loot. It's got an easy buy station that you can access up on the top.
At that QR code, but the TCL Power Hour starts now as we're dropping into our first look at Haven's Hollow. And again, you talk about Resurgence, you talk about your ability to try to get high eliminations, but at the same time, valuing the timer of when you can be brought back. And just, again, look at the map. It's just the colors, just absolutely vibrant in this late summer, early fall setting, not to mention what the actual POIs bring to the map themselves.
9 POIs counted yesterday, and Research Center being one that has a buy station right in the middle of the, research, obviously the center. And yeah, quickly, the name of the game is get your loot, get your cash, and be able to get picks early as teams are landing in late. Adrian, easy pickets for him.
Yeah, this looks very blackouty.
Out of the initial ground loot, and he's feeling like it's time to find one of his first kills. Help is starting to come back through, though. Decent turn, but shut down, and that'll put him in a little bit of trouble as Booyah and the rest of the squad will try to regain, stay alive, and again, hunt for that first win. Nothing more important in CODNext than being able to boast that you got the first ever win on Haven's Hollow.
One of the things that the dev team highlighted is just the fact that you do have multiple levels, multiple layers where you can regain. So just being able to find a regained spot after going down early is challenging. But look at Symphony; he's already on 8 kills right now, making it look pretty easy. The MXR-17 seems to be a ground loot weapon that we've been seeing here. Adrian also had one in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's always really fun, I think, just to take a look to see when we go from multiplayer to Warzone, how the weapons kind of transcend, or maybe not, from one to the other, and what actually feels good in hand. Because often we see the multiplayer meta does kind of lend itself to ideas into the Warzone space, but not always the case. But again, if you missed it earlier, Xfinity partnered with Call of Duty Next. If you are an Xfinity customer, you can get early access to Black Ops 7 Open Beta. Make sure you sign up at xfinity.com/rewards. We're talking free access, people. Head on over, get yourself ready to go, get yourself preloaded, ready to drop in on October 2nd.
Symphony just finding picks and being able to pick out other enemies' loadouts here. He finds himself finding an M8A1, a gun that we've been seeing here all day, be very, very powerful, as well as that Dravik in hand. So hopping on board with Aiden now, kind of just working away outside the perimeter of zone, rotating in from the Warzone gods, though. This is, pretty comfortable. They know exactly what to do. Pick up your UAVs, find information, and continuing on rotating in on the side of the board.
I know BBK sent me some stuff. I've not looked at it yet.
EWC champion, you know for a fact there is nothing more prioritized in his mind than being able to follow that up with the first ever win on our new Resurgence map. And yep, they've got a little bit of a bait here on a loadout
wow.
in front of them. And
Wow.
that is a blender. Absolute decimation. Squad wipe coming through for them. And now you're in a position to, this team is in the healthy spot.
The M8A1. I remember the M8A1 was actually really OP on zombies, actually. It looked OP there, like it's a burst weapon, but jeez, it looks strong.
Maybe we'll see some of those TCL power hour stuff coming in as, you know, we have challenges that these guys need to complete, but nonetheless, here now the zone is closing in. Top 3 for these guys, who are going to be our winners for Haven's Hollow.
Well, they've got all 3 members left. 7 total players still alive in this lobby, and yes, we are going esports mode with this commentary. This is what we want to see. First ever Haven's Hollow win. Can Aiden, Fief, Symphony be the squad to do it? Shut down one team, just one more player to find. They're looking good for it. It's calm, it's casual, and we're taking body shields. Looking to finalize the elimination. That'll be good for Power Hour Box, and there it is. Aiden and co, your Warzone victory on Haven's Hollow.
Lighten it up to around the main street. I think that was one of the hot spots we had talked about here at Haven's Hollow, but Shift, taking first looks at it, it is beautiful, it is bright. I feel like visually you can literally see everything.
And that's the key, you know, I think a lot of players, you know, when you look at kind of the history of where Call of Duty has been in the last couple of the titles, you know, there's always a question of what's the visibility going to look like in kind of more, you know, generic settings. We talk about like things that are in modern times, or most recently for Black Ops 6 going back to the 90s, a very gritty, very grungy game. This one feels very
zombie
vibrant,
characters
very
in Warzone though.
Fresh. And I think players are really going to enjoy that, not just across what we saw in multiplayer, but we also saw it in zombies, and now we're seeing it specifically in Warzone. If you want to get the full spectrum and make sure that you're looking at high quality, make sure you check out AMD, the official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7 and Call of Duty Next.
A lot of the players were saying that too, like this is just a beautiful blend, it feels like, of like all games. You get a little bit of Black Ops 2, you get a little bit of Black Ops 3, you get Black Ops 4 elements, even some kind of IW elements in it. It's just like a blend of all Call of Duty, it almost feels like, but it's very fluid, and you can still see that fluidity continuing on here in Warzone.
Well, we'll head over to Scump, Shotzi, Methods. A little bit of trouble on the outside of the circle in Zone 5. No more resurgence at this point. If you're unfamiliar with the mode, you eventually do not get that immediate rebirth back in. Oh, and a little bit of trouble here working their way back into Zone, trying to play the slow side of the circle, see if they can find a way to
man, is he cold? Man's not hot,
though. Leonard Fournette finds himself teamed up with the majority of Team Falcon, Soka, and Shifty in the mix with him, trying to carry him to a win.
Peacekeeper in hand too, being able to take down Scump. Oh, Scump did slide away, but still does get pinched by Shifty there. And there's the habit. Leonard, Hisoka, and Shifty also win this other game here of Haven's Hollow, displaying it and winning it around the chapel side. You love to hear.
Scump.
Cheers. All right. He's feeling himself.
That's the Falcons' energy right there, though.
Yeah.
That's the Falcons' energy right there. Leonard's having himself a good time. I'm sure we'll see him in the beta. And, you know, I just want to throw a little shout out into the mix, too. You know, talking with the devs and hearing them, of course, here across the show. This feels like there's a different level of, like, aura and pride surrounding every element of this CODNext, where they really feel like this may be one of the giants in the history of Treyarch releases, talking about the content depth that we're seeing not just on launch, but especially building even further into Season 1. I mean, this is going to be a really fall into early winter for Call of Duty fans.
I love that you said that,
I don't know if I'm a fan.
You know, I've been gleaming about it. The fact that we have global progression across the board with this content. Like, it doesn't matter if you're playing Warzone, if you're playing campaign, if you're playing multiplayer, you can level up your favorite weapon, even if you're playing Resurgence here. So, kind of on the research side, we see FIFA, again, looting around. It just looks so pretty, so beautiful. But for most of these players, you kind of see them finding a lot of success outside the perimeters and rotating in.
And there's something about finding your first Warzone victory on a new map, but can you go back to back?
Ooh.
That's got to be the goal. I mean, these guys, if you followed their streams, you know that these guys look to try to string together a win.
That's a stacked team, though, isn't it? Like, I'm not being funny, right? The one that they won that, I want to see who was in their lobby, because they weren't in with Scump and that, right? So you've got FIFA Kill, Aiden, and Symphony on the same team, man. That's stacked.
Well, I have loudness EQ with my IEMs, and
Like, who's in this lobby?
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Great. That's a good comment. All right. Well, being able to, of course, pinpoint those opponents as you see outside the research center. If you're wondering, the research center is far east of this map, and of course, prepare for battle. Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty.
Yeah. These guys are going hard. Not that it's a surprise, but they're not
I want to
counting
see
on, like,
when the
crushing
enemy
anything.
name
Like,
tag
these guys
pops
must
up
have
though. Like, is it
downloaded
once they've been
external software to find
engaged,
themselves
or
to make sure we're not giving anyone anything? Like, we're locked in
as
here.
soon as they see them, or?
Yeah. These guys, yeah, they'll always keep you laughing, always feeling the group. But yeah, I love just kind of just like looking at ground loot, right? We're seeing a lot of the legendary MXR17, which almost kind of looks like gives me HVK vibes for BO3. Also, to kind of just taking a look at the loadouts of what some players decided to pick, the M8 with the Dravik seems to be quite popular with Mountaineer, Quick Fix, and Tempered. As you know, Tempered does give you that 2-plate slot as you can heal up quickly.
Yeah. So some early ideas in terms of what weapons in Black Ops 7 may become viable in the Warzone space. What's your feelings kind of looking at this map? I know that, you know, we're coming off of a lot of exposure in content surrounding Rebirth Island, whether it be from EWC or just other events that have been happening in the space. But you kind of heard the devs talking about the fact that, like, we really purposefully, with the intention of using water, really not using water. Yeah, there's water elements, but they're all shallow. We're not seeing that same kind of swimming around regain style, so it really forces you to play inside the bounds of the map itself.
Tax sprint is a perk, yeah. Tax sprint is a perk, yeah.
Other resurgence maps that we've seen in the past.
I like it because, like, you know, you really just have the water that's kind of on the far east side of the map that separates, like, the mansion area, and then, like, it kind of just goes around the map. So it kind of creates, like, this outermost, like, regain situation where you have these hot spots, but then regain spots, and it's kind of like a blend of both internally in the map, but it's like, it's not too much where you just get caught and you can't regain at all, right?
Oh my goodness! Aiden just got put on Reddit. Yep. Nope. Nope. Oh my goodness. He just got spit on. That was repulsive biffle!
Not today. You even saw the head shake too.
I mean, I cannot believe what I just saw. He had every advantage in that gunfight. Off the mantle. But again, Omni movement, a little bit different. And now a chance to move deeper into the central POI for Repulse, Biffle, and Shamu.
He's with, I think, Hex on them.
I believe last year these were our first winners too.
Oh, good
so
call.
it's kind of serious to see Repulse.
Yo, that movement's sick.
That was Matt Cracks that he just took down. And another one. Is that Big Daddy Hex?
That was Big Daddy Hex. That's the boss.
Ooh!
Wow.
How dare you do that to him? Breaking his arm like that, Repulse? Come on now. This is CODNext.
We can push that for some gas.
This is sick. And you know, it's interesting because here's another point of that water you just kind of mentioned, just to kind of put it into some visual identity for you all at home. It is just like, it's not going to be the same that you've seen across things like Rebirth Island in the past, where it's like you can deep dive, try to regain, wait for your teammates to jump back in. Like
So you didn't see that guy's kill or
from really
thingy?
start to finish, which
Because you can see the sniper glint, but you can't see.
Frenetic pace. You kind of you heard that word be used a lot by the devs. Like, a lot of these POIs are very chaotic. You've got a lot of central points that you can fight over, but also on the exteriors, places like train station, places like coal depot, are going to force a lot of teams to continue to fight even when they're not at full strength.
Those buy stations really make a difference too, as far as where you're regaining and you know what.
Oh, so there's bots in this lobby then.
Locking it in. Repul's able to get some information. UAV you can see on the map, being able to locate enemies as it's pretty much an advanced UAV we got going on here.
Yeah, they got advanced right now. Yeah, so you would feel like this POV is going to be a fun one to watch for the foreseeable future. Trying to single-handedly hunt down a team of 3 in front of them. Smokes are out. Hunt is on. Looks like this could be a third-party situation as well. And, well, no need for it, as Repulse is just doing it all himself. So, again, you're seeing some of the most experienced Warzone players really just running and gunning at the moment. Small moment of hesitation as Breadman takes him down. But, you know, the other thing about this map that you know, especially coming off of taking a look at maps like Rebirth Island, which is currently one of the big favorites for Resurgence, is that you do have levels of elevation, but it's hilly. It's not like these dramatic inclines where you see zip lines are necessary.
Team should be randomised for this felt. The event felt sorry for some of the 35-year-old dads get shown by 3 from the boys. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Space.
I love that you say that because it's like I'm thinking, okay, I don't have to break my neck looking up at peak or like the verticality. It's not too high. It almost seems just pretty level headed. You know, some of these buildings though, where you do have multiple levels, where you could potentially hold the high ground or maybe even land on the roof, could be beneficial. But nonetheless, I agree with you. It does seem very like blended out. It's not too much in terms of verticality. Did I just see 19?
I saw 19 for Pulse.
I just visually, just again, have to stress, even inside.
Like, where's the
Can't talk. We were screaming back here, but we're definitely getting.
You know, to try to.
Like, why do we not get to see like pizza and Noah and that? Because like they're not bad Warzone players either. You know?
The density, you know, just the flow, kind of going through these spaces to make sure that it's easy for players, and just you know, again, just promoting all those different play styles.
Sort of thing for me, Rob.
Of Call of Duty and Call of Duty Next, get those back buttons, get those interactive triggers, get all the things you possibly need to not end in second, like Teep and.
We're back in MP, though.
Like,
where's the
big shout out those interactive triggers.
Where's the Warzone cameras?
Fun thinking about Darkness right on top of the old Steamboat. Beautiful stuff. Well, that's enough for us for now. Let's get back over to the casters and back to the game.
You out in the studio, appreciate it. Yes, we have 250 creators today across 2 epic project map arenas, and we find ourselves right in the midst of the TCL Power Hour. We've already kind of kicked things off.
Okay, that makes
creators
sense.
are trying to complete these 9 challenges while being in the midst of all the chaos, all the frenetic energy of Warzone. And with these 9 challenges, again, come 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 27-inch TCL QD LED monitor. And we've already seen a handful. We've seen the dedicated melee, the combat expert that came through, and the vehicle elimination that you wanted to. So yes, make sure you post.
Went down.
Where's the Warzone camos at?
Are you guys ready? Yeah,
I saw a picture of Pizza doing this.
Yeah, girls.
Grandma, you driving?
Wow, we look so good.
Oh, we in now. I'm scared.
Let's go.
Vamos, vamos. Let's go. You got it. I survived. You were really cool.
That was sick.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, tons of fun. Fans of course, those that like to go off-roading, you need to get in there and enter for a chance to win your very own Polaris adventure by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account.
And you see, it's pretty. It's a big change stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about perks more later on, but are there any other movement features coming to Warzone?
Yes, so we're introducing the all-new combat role coming to Warzone. It's going to be in the Mountaineer perk, and it's going to be awesome because it's going to let you reduce even further fall damage and keep the momentum as you land.
This is one I've been using a lot. It's
We're like hardcore parkouring around the
so
dance.
To say, falling off too many buildings, but
Jason roasted.
And get us loaded with the best stuff. Speaking of the best stuff, let's throw back over to the casters for some more gameplay. Shift, Dream Crazy. Let's rock.
Oh, pros, what do you got for us? Oh, it's not looking good. Down to the last couple of plates. Gas is chewing them up. Shots coming in. Pros, nowhere to go. Not quite able to get over the finish line by the look of it. One teammate floating back on in, but it's only a matter of time. Unfortunately, not able to find the Warzone victory here.
The AFK anyway. Imagine busting your balls to buy it back.
Oh, there we go. Elimination.
Oh, it's
there.
Hex.
I'm gonna go.
quickly going towards the mansion side, because if you notice behind them,
Oh, I've seen her before on TikTok
and I love
and
the
that.
decision making that they're choosing here. Like, quickly take that engagement, take a laugh, take a video, laugh.
More Warzone intel to get through.
Jason, we saw a peek at this in the live gameplay, but there are some changes coming to how perks work in Warzone.
We want to make sure it fits the modes, the gameplay. The first thing we're bringing over is the needle drone. So the needle drone will be replacing the impact grenades. It is still an impact explosive, but it's providing a little bit more utility for players. They will be able to do manual control and detonations. This
one's really fun. We've had a lot of fun with this in
You can get
playtest.
some fun moments out of it. We also have the pinpoint grenade. You can consider this one sort of a snapshot 2.0. It will shoot out tags that'll be longer duration, multiple pulses, and if you're one of the unfortunate people who gets tagged, you have to choose of, am I going to run out the timer, or am I going to be vulnerable, take out the tag, and try to get to safety?
Choices, choices, choices. As players, we love it. Francesco, what's your favorite tactical?
I gotta go with the Phantom Signal. It's the first tactical that's Warzone only. And it's gonna cause up to 3 enemies to in a 40-meter radius
Find the
to emit
groundkeeper.
directional sound. It's gonna create a lot of chaos in the battle and some really cool moments.
And scrambling the HUD, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, go.
All right, Jason, let's talk about field upgrades because there are some great ones coming.
Yeah, we
have to win, really be able to affect it, and I just love that.
Factory.
Well, I think we're infilling as we speak, but let's take a look
Two
at
new
the
POIs.
updated TAC map.
There they are.
Very first look at Signal Station coming to Verdansk. Carl, we'll start with Signal Station. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, it's brand new, modern, clean. It's an eye-popping addition to the map. It has a unique gameplay feature that players can take advantage of. And as you can see right there, it features multiple buildings with unique visual, but more importantly, gameplay flow, right? You have the control room right there. You just saw the server room. There you go, we're back at it. It's really just a nice addition to the north section of Verdansk.
I was going to say, I mean, like the map, it looks great, and I love the addition, but why this area of the map?
Yeah, exactly. So basically, we saw that players really love military base, but it's also isolated in the north, right? And so we wanted to breathe life in an area that hasn't seen much action lately. So that's why.
Yeah, it sounds extremely cool. And one thing that I love is just we're seeing it around us now.
Yep.
But knowing that's good, that visual and the height is going to draw people into this POI. Hopefully some players are going to drop there today. We're going to get a look. But I think you mentioned earlier that there's a unique feature in store for us with Signal Station.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled to talk about it, really. Signal Station will introduce what we call the tactical heat map. It's a feature that gives you crucial information on the battlefield. So it's really great. Basically, in a nutshell, it shows the threat level all around you on the TAC map.
We're getting a look at it here. So the tactical heat map is not in this build here at Next.
So here you can see it, the entire Verdansk displayed in front of you. You
That's
have it,
sick.
that's your personal version where you can see where most players are. It's really useful.
It looks
That's
really
sick.
useful. It's giving, again, us as players a lot of choice. We can make, informed decisions based on a little bit of information around us.
Yeah. We wanted to add a strategic gameplay element as we introduced Signal Station. So that's what we've done. If you're an aggressive player, you can go there and use the heat map to go towards the red zones to get those high kill games. And if you want to play tactical, you can go towards the green ones or the yellow ones. You choose your own pace with the heat map. And that's what we love about it. And it actually gives a true reason to go at Signal Station.
Yeah, you're coming at it. We need the intel. You want to get that edge as a player. I know our sweaty players are going to be there looking for, where to head for more kills early in the match.
Yep.
But a reminder, what we're
We're getting ready to drop in. Good old noisy Butters.
You love Butters.
We love Butters here, but again, are we going to go factory off rip? We're going to check out Signal Station?
Yeah,
I'm sure they will. Surely, guys.
Like I said, I feel like people are going to be really drawn to Signal Station in infill just because of the verticality and how that dome is just like, yeah,
It's so
here I go.
impactful. You almost see it from anywhere in the map. That's the beauty of it. It's like you're at Superstore, you see it. You're at the Overlook, you see it. You're at the stadium, you will see it too. So you can't really miss it out. It's a great landmark to Verdansk.
This drops a little far off, but I'll see if anyone's going for it. But this does look like a lot of fun, like a really, a nice addition to the map, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
No, Carl, I love this spot back in the day, so I'm really excited to see it come back. Miles and I were playing Verdansk 84 together, back then. Here we are now.
Yeah.
But,
So I don't think I
what's it
played
gonna
much
feel
for
like?
Verdansk 84. I don't know.
I mean, we tend to really find success when we strike the right balance between fan favorite returns, like a great factory that feels good, that Matt just described, and then a brand new addition with Signal Station, as you can see right there on the screen. The beauty of them right now is they're both sharing a similar art direction, so they feel connected visually. So I think at the end of the day, those two additions will really help Verdansk, and that's what we wanted as we look at this map and we want it to have a beautiful future, right?
Yeah. Now, like I said before, keep in mind alpha build. This is an alpha build of Season 1, so some things might be changing between now and when players can play it at Season 1 launch. And you guys are looking for feedback on this, too.
Power Hour have been completed, which means 9 lucky folks at home will receive a 27-inch TCL QD LED monitor.
All new mastery camos. Really excited to show them off. Our weapons team has been going above and beyond.
Ooh, that's nice. That's
really
like a
breaking out
yellow.
all the tricks for these mastery camos.
I think this
Gold
is one
and
of the loudest
Damascus, that's
reactions we got
nice.
when it came to the creator reveal. So
That's
Golden
nice.
Damascus,
That's the best. That's the best gold
great.
camo
That's
by
popping.
far.
New take on a classic. I love this one.
Starglass is really cool. It feels like the color kind of shifts depending on the
Nah.
light that's hitting it. Looks green here, looks bluish here. Really cool.
It's a really nice two-tone vibe going on. That's really fun.
And Jason,
That's clean.
I think this is your favorite.
Yeah, I've made it no secret that this is the one I will be grinding for. Absolute Zero looks fantastic.
No sleep till absolute zero.
No sleep, not necessary.
Love that translucent barrel, but look at Apocalypse. This is mean.
Gnarly. And I mean, like all final tier mastery camos, wait till you see this thing when it gets fired.
Wow.
High caliber guns, super fun. Automatic guns, fun to fire with. And this one changes as you play and as you shoot.
This looks amazing. This is fantastic. But what about camo?
They look sick.
Jason?
That's the best
Got
gold
MP
camo.
in Warzone.
Yeah,
I'm
it
stoked
looks.
to
Yeah, it does
have
look more
Challenge Tracking
zombies.
And the camo hub coming over to Warzone with launch of Season 1.
Awesome news. Now, Lawrence, tell us about.
Did they say the
global
grind's not available till the start of
progression
Season
in
1?
And Warzone.
Play and as you shoot.
This looks amazing. This is fantastic. But what about camo tracking, Jason?
Oh, camo tracking.
Got an MP in
Yeah.
Warzone?
Yeah, I'm stoked to have Challenge Tracking and the camo hub coming over to Warzone
I actually
with
think-
launch of Season 1.
Awesome news. Now, Lawrence, tell us.
I actually think that my strategy for launch of BO7 is zombies, grind, get guides, Easter eggs, that sort of shit. Get that out of the way. Early doors, no sleep. I'm going to try and book some leave. No sleep, just get it done. Then I'm all about the camo grind. I think I'm going to try and do all 3 camo grinds like before Season 1. If they've got casual mode in Warzone, then definitely. If they haven't, I might have to wait for casual mode for Warzone. But I think multiplayer and zombies for sure.
About global progression and Warzone.
You say you and Queen
because
link
I
up
think
again?
they're-
I
I
think,
think
well,
this is happening,
potentially,
and
yeah.
I think players should be really excited.
Yeah, I'll speak to her
I
today.
mean, we've mentioned it.
And she said she wants to
leading
she wants
up
to
this moment
jump in
quite
and
a
do
few
some
times. This is a truly connected game. Wherever you are
do
playing,
some zombies. So
you are progressing.
But obviously,
we
obviously it
have
all depends on
classic prestige
time,
in
busyness,
Warzone.
and
We're
that sort
gonna
of
have
shit.
weapon prestige in Warzone for the first time. Weekly challenges in Warzone. A calling card, 100%er grind. All of your favorite global systems are going to be in Warzone
These
starting with
fuckers.
Season 1.
Hell yeah, they are. Jason, I just want to hit quickly on playlists too. We know the community is always, asking what to expect. So specifically for Season 1, what can you tell us?
Yeah, with new
If you
resurgence
wanna do
map,
my BBK,
we're
I'm not gonna say
stoked
no.
to say that we want to make sure players are able to play what they want to play. So we will have both Haven's Hollow and Rebirth Island available across all squad sizes in a rotation playlist at Season 1 launch.
Sick.
Who's Grey
Jason, for the
Mitsu? Who's
competitive
this?
folks among us, can I ask about Warzone rank play? Is it happening?
I think I can tell you that Warzone Rank Play will be coming alongside multiplayer in Season 2.
Really excited to share more about what's coming to both Warzone Ranked and MP Ranked as we get closer to Season 2 launch.
Well, thank you so much, Lawrence.
I don't know how many guns
Jason,
have been
Carl,
launched now.
Matt, Francesco. There's so much to look forward to in the upcoming chapter of Warzone.
Oh man, this was sick. So cool. Like, Warzone Season 1's gonna be insane. There's so much going on. But Steph, we're not done. I see that there is also something we have to talk about. There is a small secret you want to share with the community.
The rumors are true, Miles, because
She's
I
pregnant.
do. I do have a secret that I would like to share with the community, because remember back in June.
Can we just listen to how she just said community?
Because remember.
Can we just listen to
the
that?
rumors are true, Miles, because I do have a secret that I would like to share with the community, because remember back.
What the
in
fuck even
June,
was that?
After the Black Ops 7 confirmation, you and I
Can we
to the COD.
Can we clip
You
that?
and I, we did an episode of the community, because remember better of Warzone.
We need to clip out she just said
This was
community.
sick.
That's hilarious.
So cool. Like, Warzone Season 1's gonna be insane. There's so much going on. But Steph, we're not done. I see that there is also something we have to talk about. There is a small secret you want to share with the community.
The rumors are true, Miles, because I do have a secret that I would like to share with the community, because
The
remember
community.
back in June, after the Black Ops 7
The
confirmation, you and I,
community.
we did an episode of the COD Pod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we
Shout out to the community, because remember Jason, Carl, Matt, Francesco, there's
Ranked and MP Ranked as we go.
the rumors are true, Miles, because I do have a secret that I would like to share with the community, because
The
remember
community.
back in June, after the
Fuck's
I've
sake.
got some incredible memories. So
Stay tuned for more information on.
Is this COD Mobile?
every day.
$1 million worth of COD points. Serious money, a lot of serious stuff to talk about, but joining me to share all of the big news, all of the big things happening on the small screen.
So you say DMZ is coming back to COD Mobile?
At Solid State Studios, and Leo Yao, head of Timmy G.
To Hacienda, to Nuketown, to Terminal, Mythic and Legendaries, and we're super pumped to actually be bringing back one of beloved Mythic Operator very soon.
Wait, so it's not just a skin, a Mythic Operator returning. Any teasers, any hints? Going.
Awesome. Glad Battle Pass Vault captured her likeness, but then she also worked with the team, as you see here, to get down her exact moves perfectly, and it really shows in the game.
So many awesome skins. The Operators available. Season
WWE
9 has been
skins,
incredible. The Undertaker is here, and we have so much more coming. When you look at this process, though, how much effort went into bringing WWE to life in Call of Duty Mobile?
Well, it doesn't just happen overnight, that's for sure. So,
Why only
you know, this was
mobile
a
though? Why has he
collaborative
got a
effort
fucking
across
mask
all
on?
the
He's
teams
indoors at a
working
desk.
on CODM and
No
our
one's near
partnerships
him.
Team, everyone. So it's just so exciting to really see this
Fucking maniac.
finally come to life, and to see all the great weapons that we've put out there for this season. I'm just so excited to see the players get to have their hands on it over the next day or so.
And to quote Tim the Tab Man, I mean, Call of Duty does some pretty great stuff with their weapon skins, but
Well, look who it is. Are you brave enough to come play with me?
The Undertaker skin does look sick.
I don't know about y'all, but I am ready to
complete the Little Caesars Call of Duty challenge today.
Open more servers for more regions, and we've done this recently in Africa, which has led to not only creativity that goes into our mythics is incredible.
coming to mobile, but my goodness, the mythic weapons, the operators, everything looks beautiful, Alan, especially the refined of the maps, right? It was just looking beautiful.
Absolutely the case, and I will say, just the mobile creators that we have here, yeah, you can see exactly how
these zombies
intense the
instead.
gameplay can get. It's just, it blows my mind every time I have a chance to watch players like Vague and Noah and those guys that are here lock in, use 4 fingers, and have movement that is right there along the same caliber of what you see like in the CDL, for instance. But if you're looking to kind of get yourself more off the rails and maybe off the road, check out Polaris, the official Call of Duty off-road big screen 98-inch TCL TV right now. Yes, 98 inches. They actually have one out in the creator lobby. 98 inches is not small, I'll tell you that much. It takes over the room.
Oh man,
That's what she says.
Look here, you mentioned that the fluidity so far.
Tablet, phone, whatever you got in your pocket. Well, I don't think you can fit a tablet in your pocket, but
it's the best in any extraction game.
Have they got their only?
Gonna get a certain group of the community talking.
Tablet, phone, whatever you got in your pocket. Well,
So the Call of Duty Mobile lot have got their own little like.
Regardless of that,
area.
now that you've seen what's coming to the game in the near future, I think it's time for us to see what the next chapter in Call of Duty Mobile has in store with us.
I'm interested to see how this is and what this is all about, DMZ, because like, is it going to be just basically DMZ from DMZ Modern Warfare 2 ported into this, or is it going to be in its own right? DMZ Recon. Because if I can get them in on PC, I'll play it.
That trailer is going to get a certain group of the community talking. Gentlemen, this is going to have fans so fired up. We welcome back Matt and Leo to the show. DMZ Recon is coming to Call of Duty Mobile. What should we know about it?
Yeah, DMZ Recon, it's inspired by Infinity Ward's amazing DMZ mode from 2022's MW2. And our goal here is to give players our take on the extraction mode experience. And the core of that experience, it's just combat. DMZ's combat, it's the best in any extraction.
About this, but what can you tell us about what we saw in the teaser, gentlemen? I know it was less than 30 seconds, but there was a lot in there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, you likely have noticed that some new points of interest that you haven't seen before. We have a brand new map made just for DMZ Recon called Serpent Island. The points of interest on Serpent Island will be different from other large maps. They will be much more varied and intricate.
Yeah, really, really hard at work.
Begins now.
Top of that bomb.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Reballs and the whole watch party. They are here in Vegas celebrating with us. Biffle and the crew got involved in Warzone with some dubs. Very familiar to seeing that screen.
Oh, dedicated melee finishes. We saw some Black Ops 7 beta maps. We took a ride on old Tessie through the biggest round-based zombies map ever. We dropped into the new resurgence map, Haven's Hollow, and 2 new POIs to Verdansk, and revealed a new mode coming to COD Mobile. Now, let's jump into the Call of Duty Endowment Bowl. We'll see you in Black Ops 7.
I mean, what's everyone's thoughts so far? I think it's all right, to be fair. I'm looking forward to zombies, obviously, massively. Zombies does look sick. Very, very sick. Endowment Bowl, is that on now? COD Bowl's on now? Is it actually?
The British Army. Oh, we're going to actually interview Coast Guard, who are down there in 3rd place. We got a chance to see what they're thinking going into the last drop. This is
Let me see if I know any of the RAF lot.
Well, for their fellow countries, the world. So it.
See the Royal Air Force Esports. Let's have a look.
For the epic Code Bull 6 showdown, get ready for the ultimate test of skill in the solo YOLO, presented by Corsair. It's back, folks. It's one drop, every person for themselves, no teams. In mind is our practicing before they flew over here, and Legion said his two teammates are cracked out of their mind, and they're top 250 on the ranked leaderboard. Absolutely watch out for Navy Ghost and Glory.
I've heard similar things, and I'll tell you something. When I was doing my homework heading into this, I did notice that Goats and Glories have actually been carrying some of our favorite creators, some of our favorite Call of Duty faces in Warzone as well. I mean, a couple of days ago, they were playing with Skunk, trying to help him get his challenges done in Warzone. So that was interesting. They also
it's just if you knock
start this FIFA kill all start this FIFA kill all start this FIFA kill 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 all start this FIFA kill start this FIFA
underwhelming.
Is fully closed when the plane line spawns in, so it is a very small portion of this map.
The other team, the other half of I was not anticipating the fact that we were going to immediately see someone in the helicopter just dropping it down, chopping them up.
I'm back. I'm actually back. Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Hi. Yeah, unbelievably fast. I blinked and it was basically over, which I couldn't believe. I love the aggression. I think both their teams actually finished first and second, so really, really good stuff from them as well. Any kind of surprises here early on this leaderboard? Because we talked about a few of the names here.
Good game.
It's also really interesting.
You need a win, okay? There's been a different winner each and every year. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, how's your experience been so far?
It's been awesome. Super thankful to the Air Force, Activision, everybody. This has been an amazing experience, sweet venue, no complaints.
So you were in a different Code Ball, a couple back. You now return to this stage. How special is it?
Weapon Charm and Weapon Blueprint for every hour that you tune in. So keep watching to maximize your rewards, and USAA proudly supports the military gaming community.
Hack here. So Danielle, tell me a little bit about how this collaboration with the Black Ops
The Brim with incredible individuals, not only players, but of course serving as well for their fellow countries, and also our creators, which, by the way, is such an incredible opportunity for them. It's very difficult to do so.
It is very difficult, but as we see over the shoulder of a good friend of mine, Zach the OG, it looks like our game has started, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, because we've got another game in
all the cover, but Swag has a vehicle, and Swag's taken so much damage.
Space Force is retiring. He's back in the grandest of fashions, winning map number 2.
He is, wow, what a show from the Marines.
Which in Mini Royale is insane. 2x multiplier, that's 26. Lottie, this is a crazy leaderboard from Marine Corps, but
Marines have struggled throughout Code Balls. You guys are overdue for a win, as far as I'm concerned. You won the last game last year, but still far away from Army, who ended up taking it all. What makes this year different? And
honestly, Lottie, come on, work it, girl. I see what you're doing. Yeah, give us the full game.
Finish first, don't get me wrong, and it's fantastic. It's a great feeling.
Air Force Esports
but you need
are close.
To be aggressive. You need to be getting these kills. You need to be going for these chals. That is so important, because what is the point of sneaking a win if you don't have any kills?
Been like an almost. I mean,
see something just coming out of the woodworks. Aiden, we're calling for something crazy.
We're summoning you.
Get a bit mixy out there, mate.
U.S. Army needs to stay hot. They need to stay aggressive. They can put up big numbers. We haven't really heard a big peep from Aiden as well on the other side of Army.
That is actually really interesting, and that's
the Air Force, only 8.5 separating them from their fellow Air Force members, but over in the UK. And the Marine Corps, they are just tucked under there, and don't count them out, folks. I will ask you, though, Tiff, about space.
Biggest games of the day have been around 35 points between two trios combined. So if you start dropping outside of that going into the last round, it's kind of like, hey, it's a little too late. This is the time to step up. If you're Army, if you're RCAF, if you're Royal Navy, even Coast Guard, you've got to make a
Someone
move
got a
right
nuke.
now.
Nice.
Yeah.
John Jay ended up going out a little bit earlier, so watch out for Tones. He's put up good numbers. I said he could potentially be one of our monster MVPs as well, but I believe our game about to get buildings inside the zone. This is a huge push. Zyro's team's gonna have to work a miracle here to win.
Lottie and I were talking about
over a Coast Guard. They had a solid map 1, and they need a win, and they need it bad. Ryan on the other side can't find his opponent. Ryan somehow turns and burns. Ryan will be your solo champion for that one. Ryan wins the map over a desperate Coast Guard trio. What a spin and what a finish.
I am here because they were just getting kill upon kill upon kill. That aggression is certainly paying off, Tiff.
It really is, and honestly, if you're going to share the load
Map
of that force,
3,
you've got
they
15 from Alpha, 16.5 for Bravo. It's not very...
Really good. I have a quick question here, Tiff. What do you want to see our Coast Guard going into this final drop? Because it's now or never.
It really is that. I want to see a
USAA.
Like why are they not supposed to any of the Brits yet? What the fuck?
And welcome in to the USA Squad Goals interview. Coast Guard, who's been on a tear over our past several games, are looking poised, potentially still the championship away for themselves. Of course, Coast Guard, we have Dobbs
They're literally
here,
speaking to the US Coast Guards before they speak to any British military personnel. What the fuck?
It feels great. I'm just glad to be here. I'm happy that our team's here, and I'm happy for our influencers, our content creators, to be helping us out. It's always an honor being here and just representing the Coast Guard as a whole. I'm just
Drop 4's the last one, right?
Welcome back to Code Bowl 6, presented by USAA. USAA offers unrivaled support and exceptional service you've earned every step of the way, all driven by our commitment to do what's right for the military community and their families. We are almost ready for our final drops. So I got to turn the eyes to both of you. What do teams need to do differently to win this match? We've been talking about this all day. High risk, high reward versus slow and patient play style. I'm going to be honest. It better be high risk and it better be high reward if you're at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Having fun.
If you're taking any fight off rip, you have to make sure you're winning those. You cannot go out early. You cannot burn that gulag, because the chance for you to get back into the game,
sick.
let's say only one of your 3 members of the team takes the gulag win. Okay, well now you need cash.
Oh, is
You
that
need
nice?
access to a
Hey,
buy
Dave
station
Space
that's
Dive, you
not
legend.
going to be easy, because it's the last game. Someone's going to be camping it looking for easy pickups.
I've got to say, for me, it has to be a combination of aggressive smarts. It's something that I say in every FPS. I want to see you be incredibly aggressive, but do it in the smartest way possible. Try to look at each situation and take the best route that you possibly can. I think one of those has to be going back to that last drop. Mills in the door, just knowing he's being pushed, he's completely outnumbered, but the confidence and the gunny on that guy to be able to take down 2 like that was absolutely perfect. So if you aren't going to full send, if you aren't going to go for it, do it with the utmost confidence, because you never know what could happen, and it really could pay off, like we saw with Mills, because that was an incredible moment.
I totally agree.
Yeah, do Coast Guard, man. Any drops for BO7 here? Not on my channel, unfortunately. I wish I did.
There's only one path you can go. You better max it out. And as you come to the turns, you don't have
1K
to
kills on multiplayer over the
beta. Let
beta.
off the gas a little bit. These players are doing just that. They're
Recon
playing
15
as fast
zombies
as
during the beta.
when they can. When they have to slow down, it's not
No
about slamming the
danger.
brakes and playing timid. Still playing confident, but let off the gas a little bit. Slow your roll a little bit. Get your kills and then move on.
Well, keep that pace of plays flying and make sure you get every kill to maximize those multipliers. And as a last reminder for everyone tuning in, USAA is making sure your time watching Code Bowl 6 pays off with Twitch drops. You're going to unlock exclusive in-game items like an animated emblem, spray, weapon charm, and my favorite, the blueprint. Just for watching, keep it running, keep collecting, and know that USAA stands strong with the military community.
Yeah, and Black Ops 7 beta codes are live in the broadcast. You've seen it on the left side of your screen the entire time while we're in game. Grab them while you can and be among the first to jump into the next chapter of Call of Duty.
Well, before our last drop, we have some exciting news from one of the Endowment's longest standing supporters, Pilot. To celebrate the launch of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 through Veterans Day from November 8th through December 1st, Pilot will generously launch the 6th annual campaign benefiting the endowment. Pilot guests will have the option to round up their change or make donations at the register. Through our partnership to date, we've helped over 8,000 veterans, a brigade size of vets, high quality jobs that they deserve.
Yeah, and this year, our goal is to raise $1 million to get another 1,600 plus vets jobs. Head into any Pilot or Flying J location to learn more and see how you can join the fight with us to help us get our vets back to work. make sure to download the Pilot app to find the nearest location. And serving those who served is the part of Pilot's miles of good mission to make a positive impact in the communities it serves. And they couldn't be happier.
Yeah, I don't really care about the rewards, to be honest.
Unbelievable stuff. I've got to say, we're doing so many incredible things here in the Call of Duty Endowment and here at Code Bowl 6. And I love to hear all of it. And you guys at home, you really can make a massive difference. You know, I hope you're enjoying all of the action. And if you are, please do go and do that. Download the app. Make sure you do go find out the locations of pilots. And also with Lift earlier on as well. You know, so many different ways for you guys to get involved at home and to really make a difference here as well. Talking about making a difference, though, it's exactly what a lot of our teams are going to have to do if they want any chance at picking up that Code Bowl 6 trophy, because it really is, like we've said many times, now or never. And this is something, a part of Code Bowl I absolutely adore. This final drop, guys, it is nothing like you've ever seen before. These gunfights are going to be crazy. You think it got really scary in that last drop. You think that first early game got a little bit dicey and risky because we're at Quarry. You haven't seen anything yet, trust me. And especially with Lumber, okay.
Yeah, I'm excited to see maybe Lumber could be our zone. That would be cool. We're going to be on the east side of the map. But let's take a look at the standings going into the final drop. We've been talking a lot about them, and I want to do a little bit of math
bottom of the screen.
Do it. Okay? Don't give it to me.
Scrolling throughout the entire thing.
We don't like to do math in the booth, but I want to look at teams like British Army, RCAF, Royal Navy, U.S. Army Esports at the bottom of the leaderboard right now. What do you need to actually try to make a play for first? You need the biggest game of the day, unfortunately. Yes. That's the map. Is a 35-point game, roughly, is our biggest game. That's kind of the metric for, hey, you had the best game of the day. If you put 35 points on any of those scores, you're not in first with Air Force scoring 0 between 2 trios. You need a miracle if you're in the bottom half of our leaderboard. The top half, though, well within striking distance. You throw 35 points on any of those, boom, you're up ahead by 10+ points. It's going to come down to this last map.
I think this is my next question we're here, Tiv, is, you know, when you are those kind of 7th through 10th place here, and you're looking for that massive, crazy Cinderella moment game, you know, what are you looking at doing early on in the game? Because I think with Warzone, it can be really hard. If you just don't have the cards falling into place for you, what are you supposed to do? If you don't have the resources, you don't get things that other people have because they guessed correctly early on in the game, how do you then go about it? So, you know, what can they do early on to really seal the deal for them to have the best chance possible here?
There's a reason why the last match of any series will always be my favorite one. Yeah. Because if you don't have the capabilities of putting up a monstrous 40 to 50 point game in the last, okay, so maybe the first isn't on the cards for you. But what is, you're going to do anything and everything to try and get there anyways, because you're not going to give up. We don't.
I think that's them there.
At the Code Bowl 6, we do not give up. So
that's the rough lot there, I believe.
The pace of play for other teams that are in the running to take a top spot on the leaderboard. So if you're Air Force and everyone knows that you are sitting there in the 1 and 2 position, making sure that you've got a chokehold on the leaderboard, someone like Space Force, who's in the top 5, needs about a 25-point game with the Air Force getting 0, right? Yeah. They have a real powerhouse chance of getting into that, but they also have to push that pace of the lobby and chow everyone.
The thing these teams, and we've got to remember at home, we can see everything, right? We can do all the math, we can see all the teams. They can't. They don't know who is on the map at any given time. True. If you are the Marine Corps, for instance, you dropped a 4-point game and then a 35-point game and then another like 10-ish point game. That's between 2 trios. They can drop another 35-point game. They desperately need some of the teams at the top, the Air Force squads, to drop a 4 or 5-point game. It is not without question that we could have 2 trios drop early from the same roster, and this leaderboard could be blown wide open.
Now, something we actually haven't talked about yet, and I want to pick your brain on, is another factor that I think really does come into whether or not you have a great game or not. And that's communication. When you're getting pushed by however many teams surrounding you, and you are in a great position, you're always going to be the ones that they want to take down to take that advantage from you. How important is communication as a team and working together to understand who you've got around you? How many people do you need to keep an eye on? And being able to also have clear comms and stay calm and not let it get too much.
It's the most important thing out there. Of course, a gunny, close second, right? Making sure you've got the aim, because if you can communicate, hey, shoot him out there just across the way, well, if you don't have the gunny, you can't back it up. But that is something that I've noticed that our service members are exceptional at. That has been honed into them since the very start of their service. So, of course, when it comes to communicating, they're going to have 0 issues. What I am curious about is how that creator slots into their team and how they're going to navigate around that communication.
I like you said it that way. It's communication first, and then close behind is a gunny.
Of course.
In Warzone, we kind of joke that everybody can shoot straight, especially at a competitive level. Even in this competitive level, where some of these players only compete once a year, everybody can shoot mostly straight.
Mostly.
Across the board. Communication, chemistry is what sets these teams apart. I always say it's the 3 C's. It's communication, it's chemistry, and then it's cash. You gotta get your money up. And in Mini Royale, that is even more important. This mini trios format, we're seeing a lot of teams really struggle with their resources. Chemistry and communication will help with that. You've got to get your cash up. Cash is absolutely at the top.
It's kind of mad though, because like the guys that are there from the Royal Air Force, the RAF will have paid for them to go out to Vegas.
Fit in or slot
Or
into that
Call of
role
Duty will have
and
one
have
of the
the
two.
communication that works well with our service members. I think Huskers produces exactly what you want there as a creator. I think, you know, he's played the game so much. It is his second home pretty much, if not his first. And I've got to say, in terms of IGLing, that's somebody who you want to be able to listen to. Whether or not he's the IGL for his team is a whole other thing. We won't know that until we go and ask him ourselves.
True.
But I think he brings a level of communication to his teammates that they feed into and that they're able to kind of take on board. It's a fundamental skill to have, and I think Huskers has it.
Yeah, and I'd love to go ahead and run it back to something you said earlier about Huskers in particular when he was kind of going on that solo rampage, right? Sniper in the back pocket. Something that he's doing is putting pressure on a team to the left, immediately dives towards the right. You got Space Force up ahead of you, and what do? You pull out your resource, your heartbeat, you've got it. But not only that, Swag was trying to do a most wanted contract as a solo to get his teammates back into it, because something that Goj had said is the ability to get your teammates to the end as a team of 3. It's difficult. The buy stations are formidable, right? They're not going to be the easiest thing to get to. Getting the cash up is not going to be the most difficult thing. Yeah, sure, Huskers had 10K at that point in time, but the buy station was more tough. For Swag, he's like, nah, I'm grabbing a most wanted. I'm gonna do my best, I'm gonna loot up, I'm gonna try to get this timer down as quickly as possible, but it puts that big beacon up of everyone looking to send you. But I don't know why he went to the roof.
Yeah, that was
a little open.
A little bit like a sitting duck there, if not standing.
Slightly.
They're going to play this last game also, or what?
I just need to get some little info. I mean, no, I agree. It was a brutal spot.
Swag all day. I mean,
he's going to show up on stage.
Then it's the roof. I mean,
it'll be a real interview.
You know, I'm also very curious about how you handle the early game versus the late game, especially when risking it. And obviously the difference now with the first 3 drops and the last drop, so many different differences here. And I'm just literally going to pick your brain on it, because do you risk it really early on in this last drop? Because I've seen so many crazy gunfights, but with teams that have been brought back as well. So how do you kind of differentiate the two, and how risky do you want to make this early game in this final one?
I think it depends on where you're on the leaderboard. I'm looking at Coast Guard, for instance, is doing a very good job of prioritizing the end game. Maybe a hair too much in the first round, but they've found their groove. I don't know if that's their secret strat. Maybe their secret strat is they know each other's team. Maybe their secret strat is that they're playing for in game and the kills will come.
Come on, let's get on with the
Regardless of
game.
the way you look at it, Coast Guard found themselves in the in game on both sides of the zone in that last map. You've got to remember that they set up in both sides of the building, and it worked out really well for them. They didn't get the win, but they were the top team, and that's something, if they can execute on it again, just play for the win, play for the late game, kills will come, Coast Guard could be on top.
Is that the strat?
Is
that the strat? We got the interview from Dawes, and he was talking about not only being a morale booster for the team, which is huge, right? Because you have a bad game in a game of 4, having the morale booster to bring it back and run it down the leaderboard as you're chasing that beautiful trophy we saw just a few moments ago, to claim that for your military branch, hoist it at the end of this amongst all of your service member peers. I mean, at the end of the day, we're here for a good cause, but we're here to claim victory.
Well, I'm sure you all can spot it at home. We are loading into this game, the pre-game lobby. Everybody's staying warm. There's a Legion on your screen. Middle of the pack, a lot of work to do, but the question remains, who will come out on top? The last strap of the main part of our competition here, a chance for Coast Guard, Royal Air Force, any of our military service branches to win this coveted trophy. The last drop of the day for the main part of our competition, folks. I know we're excited about this one, and it looks like we've got the script. Holy cow, we are headed to Lumber. What a way to finish this thing off. Lumber can support a lot, but it can't support everything. Where will everybody else go? They're gonna go to the farmlands. Our zone will stretch not quite to prison, but close. It'll encompass all of farmlands, or at least some of it, and then move us into lumber to end out this competition. So we will start with people dropping in farmland and trying to find one small little farmhouse just for them, their family, and we'll see whoever else.
Well, we've got a hot drop. We talked about it. Thanks, Gillette. Sophie hits the ground. You can see Icy there looks to play off the high ground. A little do-si-do with Aiden. Fresh off a win, a formidable foe. Actual and Stars kind of running it back,
Oh my
right?
goodness.
And they just completely make light work. Look, it's the frenzy of the final game, Goj. I was telling you, this is why it is my favorite.
Look, Aiden and U.S. Army's in last. I mean, they got to swing for the fences. Why not?
Yep.
And so a great start for them. Tripod Kurt picking up a couple in main as well. Again, we do have gulags. If you see a team wipe, they're not out of this map necessarily. They certainly can regain. And I'm excited to see what these teams are able to do. Again, this is the last drop of our main part of our competition. We still do have a solo YOLO after this. That golden headset all brought to you by Corsair. So we'll get there here in a little bit. But for now, the last drop, a chance to be at the top of the leaderboard, a chance to take home that trophy. Some of these teams got to move fast. The others going to play nice and slow for the end game.
People are so quick at redeeming those codes.
Representing the Royal Air Force here, they're on the hunt for Tripod Kurd. Dolphin Dive's not going to keep you safe here. Now, something to note is that they're not the only team here in Lumber. You see Sean J, Tones, and Isaac just ahead. And by taking down Tripod Kurt, it's going to alert them that they're not the only teams over here. And with that gas at their backs, they're going to have to rotate straight into them. But Ryan, who clutched a 1v1 at the end of match number 3, just took down FIFA.
Hey, look, British Army, again, they're pretty low on the leaderboard. Like, they won that last map in terms of getting first. Only got 12 points from it, but still, we take those points. If they can run it back, who knows what could happen.
It's so hard to do that.
But at the end of the day, hypotheses are one thing. We've got to get to conclusions. We will be there shortly. It's Mini Royale. We are moving quick. And the folks that landed in Farmland have a long way to go. We're opening things up here. Again, Tones, Isaac Cod. We've been watching them a lot on the side of Sean J.
These are hard
Gaming.
to get, man.
This is a team that started off very strong and frankly have been an insanely consistent squad. Been really excited about Air Force across the board, whether it's the solo of Iceman Isaac trying to stay alive or this trio making it to final circle as well. A team that can absolutely win this whole competition right here, right now, if they just have a decent game.
How are people doing that? Like, that is so mad. Like, how people are doing
pick
that.
up a few as FIFA was constantly getting knocked. And in terms of resources, looking decent, right? We've got plates, and Harry over there's got a gas mask, and he's starting to kind of hit this wide wrap on the outskirts, which, as long as you're keeping an eye of what's going on behind you and where the U.S. Coast Guard is.
Also, by the way, very quickly, British Army just wiped each other, so I don't think they got the memo. They got to work together, unfortunately.
That's a little painful.
Westy and Mini Central fighting each other early, but here's a quick look. FIFA kills Spot Red, one lot closer, and the second, Spinaman tries to get into the entry fragger, and unfortunately hardly lands a bullet. FIFA Kill is lining him up. FIFA Kill will not falter, finally gets the trade out. Dawes with Breadman. Take down FIFA Kill, and FIFA Kill's teammates just couldn't catch up fast enough because they were still flying in from an early loss.
Dare I say an interview buff there, but I do see Geldog and Gibbo down there in the house, and they've got the sniper glint lighting up straight towards the U.S. Coast Guard. So if I'm Breadman frolicking over here on the rocks, I want to reunite with my team and focus forward because it's feeling a little dangerous out here, but at least you've got 3 kills as... Don't do it. Okay, maybe try again. I think you got it this time. Okay.
You're talking about caster curses. That is the first caster taunt I've had on main in a long time, Tip. I love it. Breadman, though, just going to throw bullets down range wherever he can. Sometimes they connect.
Too many attempts.
Inside of Breadman. But another 1v1. We don't have to get a chance to see these. It is FIFA Kill.
So I actually got that one in time, and it said that I attempted too many attempts.
Did not connect, which is good news if you're a Downey fan. FIFA Kill getting first blood. We know that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the gunfight. Slowly but surely and into overtime means we could go for the cap in the middle. Both players know it. A game of chicken is at hand. 5 seconds. We got to move very quickly.
See, every time I get one, it says too many attempts.
He doesn't get the kill. They're not going to get out of this. Both are likely
too many attempts. Like, what the fuck?
Going to leave. There they go. Both will not make it out of the gulag. Sometimes in the game of chicken, no one moves. The chicken may not get run over, but it never crosses the street.
That's fine. Whoopty's got 5 kills. I'm still feeling really good about the Royal Air Force. Now, Harry and Whoopty will work together, which no strangers to doing so. And they've got a nice little segment here at the edge of Lumber. Of course, you see Sean J Gaming Tones across the way, and another team, Z-Laner, Outplayed and Aces, kind of locked down in the main building.
It's a big take there. We saw Royal Air Force actually, the other Royal Air Force, Icy, getting wiped. I'm not sure if they're full out. It certainly could be possible. It could come down to that FIFA kill squad, who is in trouble, by the way. Whoopty in deep trouble. Reminder, it was a duo, but we got a fight on hand, and all of a sudden, this is utter chaos. Hale finds one and almost finds all 3. But Teep comes in to save the day.
But those beta codes are a joke. How are you supposed to get any of those beta codes is
not
madness.
Around. Hale, not around. It is Swag versus Teep. And patience.
Is that not TP?
A virtue in
is that not
Warzone.
TP? Not
Swag could get
TP.
the first shots. Teep knows he's nearby. Another game of chicken. This one we will not run out of time on.
My only thing is someone else is going to play spoiler to this. Swag with some opening shots, and Teep kind of tries to bait on out, but he's not going to leave the cover. We're okay here. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Harry, FIFA, and co. on the other side of things could play spoiler to this, but they're not going to rotate out into open terrain to make this happen.
Yeah, it looks like it on the minimap. Oh, you can come up and get these kills. They're going to stay right where they are. And also, frankly, shout out to them for being able to restabilize, right? We saw FIFA not make it out. Teammates losing 1, but they were able to stay alive and now have somehow restabilized. I will say, reminder that FIFA Kills team likely pretty low on resources. I don't think they've had a great chance to loot at the bottom side of this mountain, but we will stick to this fight for now. Swag has put on a show for us in the past. We'll see if he can do it against a world champion. He does get first blood, hitting a little bit of shields rather, not flash yet. Fully restabilized it. Oh, a wild challenge in somehow, some way. Teep finally gets the kill, but you were right. Somebody plays spoiler. It's Huskers, 3 goats, 3 OGs, but Huskers stands tall, quite literally on top of the mountain with Zach OG. I told you to watch out for the Marines. Holy cow. They've got a banger on their hands. 8 kills just from Huskers. What a roller coaster for this Marine Corps squad.
Plenty of cash to get their 3rd back in as well, but a dynamic duo indeed for Isaac, Tones, Sean J. Near the top of the leaderboard, feeling confident. They don't really have to push the pressure on themselves to make up a ton of ground on that leaderboard because they are near the top. For FIFA Kill Harry, one other part of that as well. I would love to see them get their full team of resources stockpiled, but I also need some kills on this squad.
Yeah, the question is Iceman Isaac still alive? Do we have 2 Air Force trios still up? Oh my goodness. That is going to be a full wipe. We are down to 8 total teams. We lose 1/2 at least of the Coast Guard. Jowo's side of the Coast Guard trios are out of this map. And right now, I'm not seeing Breadman. This could spell disaster for Coast Guard. We'll get 100% confirmation of that here shortly. Marine Corps looking strong. I don't think the other trio of the Marine Corps is still on this map. I do see Spin-A-Man still on the map, so not all disaster for the other side of Coast Guard.
I like the patience out of Zach here. They're really good at putting themselves in situations where they have the high ground. They can play these angles. But even on this chance, they have to start playing forward, which is exactly what Huskers is doing for the duo. He's kind of planting the seeds of where they need to rotate to and solidifying that for them. Tones, though, someone's in the bathroom.
Hello, welcome to the party, Harry 2K. Unfortunately, FIFA Kill and his squad is out of this map on the back of Tones. A great take and a great win. We do see Breadman getting cut down. I thought I saw Spin-A-Man. Should still be on the map. Coast Guard, not full disaster, but I've got my eyes on squad 16. That's going to be the Royal Canadian Air Force Z-Laner. They're in a very strong position inside of zone, in a power position. One of the biggest pieces of cover, but Tones has found an angle on 2 members of the British Army who are trying to rotate out, and unfortunately, he does not get the kills. Royal Canadian Air Force picked him up from distance.
Yeah, Aces there goes massive and says, thank you, Tones. I'm going to send you a nice little letter at the end of this because you did the large majority of the damage. And even with that smoke being down, the fact that we get across for a rotation, we're just not done, though. We still have to get over into that building where squad 16 team is, and you still have Zach the OG that's been anchoring for Huskers on that high ground, who's looking for kills.
Yeah, we're looking for some multipliers here, certainly from some solos.
What's Pondy? Who that is doing
going
that?
for the revive on Sean J Gaming. I can't imagine he will get there, but Pondy hanging out, looking for an opportunity to make a huge play. It almost does.
Zele,
Actually does on the off angle. Pondy played a little bit of the bait, and Zyro cleans him up. What a change of pace. Talk about a momentum shift as the Royal Canadian Air Force lose out on several of their players in just a mistimed chow.
Into the top 5 here for the Royal Navy. Zyro looking to get a res onto Pondy, and the fact that we don't have people pushing this is significant.
Into the top 5, Aces somehow, some way, now a solo. A perfect execution from Zyro and Pondy. That is the Royal Navy making waves in our last map. With only 5 teams on the map, my eyes turn to, of course, the Marines. Zach the OG and Huskers. Spinaman for Coast Guard, last alive for his roster. He's been a solo for a while, and he's actually found an angle on one member of that Zyro roster.
Orbs down, and Zyro wants to clear out Cinnamon if he can, and does a ton of damage, but Aces, another solo, will keep the pressure onto this duo and not let them have it. Can we get Orbs on up and reunite with the trio Pondy?
That is gigantic for the Royal Navy. Having all 3 alive,
The
they've
Royal
got
Navy
the player
doing
advantage
bits.
we want. We're down to a total of 3 teams. We lose Cones.
The British
It's gonna be
oldest
Aces
service.
as a solo, this trio, and then the 2 members of the Marine Corps. Yes, a player advantage on the side of this trio, but the Marine Corps in the best position by a mile. This solo and this trio have to climb up the mountain straight towards the Marine Corps. We're going to be looking down from the other side of this building. Zach the OG playing the off angle on the backside. Huskers up on top.
Well, the Royal Navy has information in their hands. You saw a UAV get popped. The only thing is they don't have high ground. Huskers does, and he's looking for double digits. It's a 2v1v3, and Zach and Huskers, they have so free reign of this endgame.
If the Marine Corps want to win Code Bowl 6, they need to get the 2x multiplier. They have so many kills. Winning this map could be everything for the Marine Corps. Huskers playing entry fragger from up on high. I don't think anybody knows where Zach the OG is. He could play spoiler. He could be the hero.
Talked about retiring last year, ran it back for Code Bowl 6, and honestly, to go out on top would be the best way to do it alongside the family at home supporting. And Huskers grabs double digits. Zach just anchoring from the back fence line, puts the damage onto Zyro. Where is Pondy?
The thing is as well, the massive thing on this is
that solo lurking down
what
below.
streamer pro
Actually in
goes
the
with
second
which
level, that's
service. Because like Huskers is sick, do you know what I mean? Like,
Pondy and Zyro on the bottom side. Talk about a layer cake. We do lose Zach the OG. The solo finds an angle. Zach just thought it was a duel on the other side down below. A missed opportunity, and Huskers gonna have to be a hero.
This is difficult because Pondy on 5 could go big for the Royal Navy. There comes the full, a 1v1v2. The question is, who moves first?
High ground and advantage in every time besides maybe right now. Huskers does have a gas mask. He can play high ground for a while if he wants to. They know he's up here. He found an angle. Huskers able to find Aces! Royal Canadian Air Force spin, turn, and burn. They take down the Marine Corps, but it is Pondy who gets the victory. The Royal Navy from the bottom ropes end up winning that map in a crazy turn of fashion. Royal Navy on top, but in terms of our scores, I have no idea.
Coast Guard down and out early. Air Force ran into some trouble, and then you saw FIFA Kill and Co. They were constantly in the mix of things, but if you're gonna go out, you go out with your backs against the wall, guys, like we were talking about. When you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, the only way to go is up.
Wow, what a finish. And a photo finish like that oftentimes needs a lot of review behind the scenes. We know who won the map, but the scores will land as they may. I don't know where the Marine Corps falls. Coast Guard was able to stay alive for a while. I don't know that the Royal Navy was really in contention to make huge waves, but they could have played spoiler to a military service branch that maybe was going to get the victory, and they may not now.
I don't. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. They certainly could have. I mean, personally, I am so shocked still that Huskers died there. I mean, he had a full gas mask. He was in a great position. Aces, though, with that just absolutely stunning shot from the the height disadvantage. I mean, my goodness. I'm replaying that over and over in my head, but talking about replays, we do have this final drop-in replaying in highlights overall. I mean, what a strange game that we saw. A complete topsy-turvy of things, other than the Marine Corps, who unfortunately just didn't get that done for the two-time multiplier.
No, they really didn't, but I told you guys, this is why the last game of the series is my absolute favorite. And as we see these USAA highlights and final fights, I think it's important here because you do have Spinaman from the U.S. Coast Guard on the inside, keeping that pressure onto Zyro and Co. But you have Pondy holding the cross out to the left, but the duo working together on the right. It's no men left behind. Zyro's like, I'm sticking it out. I'm getting my team up.
If Spinaman got one more bullet and got a full, I think Huskers might win this, or actually, frankly, probably Aces after this crazy moment. Here's a look at it. It was Pondy down below, actually tagging up Huskers as he looked down. Huskers saw an enemy and was going for the shots, and I was like, no way Huskers loses that. He was getting double teamed by 2 different teams. Huskers loses a 1v2 to do 2 different squads.
Little does he know it was a team kill, but just 2 completely different ones. Unfortunate series of events there for Huskers, because I was looking at that gas mask thinking, okay, you can do this. This is going to be really interesting. Marine Corps, they finally might be getting a Code Bowl 6 win. They still could. Who knows? I don't know how the math kind of shakes out here.
Yeah.
The big question is, who got the most kills on that map? That's what I want to know. I really, really do want to understand who really took the most risks, who managed to get the conversions across the board, because as we've seen in one of our other drops, you might win and you might get that 2-time multiplier, but it doesn't mean you actually take all of the points away from that round, because it's all about how many elims you get, and it's really important. So I don't know, do you think Marine Corps got enough?
I wanted to actually go to Tiff, because this is something we talk about all the time. It's like, we saw Huskers had a crazy kill total. I think he had double digits at the end.
Yeah.
What did Zach the OG have? What did their full team have? Like, I don't know the kill
Where's the
tally. When you
leaderboards?
see an individual with double digits, usually they're the ones picking up the kills. The other 2 teammates have a lot of damage in the assists, but not always. We could have seen the biggest game of the day, even though they didn't get a win. You don't know.
That happens so many times in Warzone, and being in the top 10 alone gets you that 1.5x multi. So sure, it wasn't the 2x, but when is that last game of the series, you need to go for broke. You need that 2x. But guys, don't forget, right after Code Bowl 6, the action is still continuing on with the Solo YOLO Challenge presented by Corsair. Watch as players go head-to-head in a high-stakes battle for glory. It's every person for themselves. Stick around, you won't wait to miss who takes home the golden headset.
And of course, a reminder that this year, Monster Energy has returned as a partner of Code Bowl 6. And to celebrate, we are bringing back the Monster Energy Most Valuable Player MVP Award. The award will be decided by the Code Bowl 6 broadcast team and will be given to honor the standout performance of a military team member who exhibited a relentless pursuit of victory and, of course, unleashed the beast on the competition. It is almost time to crown this year's winner, and I'm very curious to see who will win the MVP here of the Monster Energy, because this ring is everything. It's going to weigh your hand down, but it's worth it, let me tell you. A couple of contenders coming to mind here, but of course, so many that had been doing the absolute most. Yeah. I mean, Goj, you know, who's like springing to mind when you're thinking about who might actually take away this?
So it really comes down to the scores. I think oftentimes when you think about most valuable players, we're talking about our military service members. You're talking about people that made a huge difference for their team. It didn't mean they had to top frag. It is the most valuable player for their roster. I'm thinking about Zach the OG.
Yeah,
if the Marine Corps win. If not, obviously Aces, Royal Canadian Air Force, they were in the contention. Royal Canadian Air Force could have won this competition. It is possible. They would have needed a crazy big game, but it was definitely possible. So I have no idea. Aces had a huge moment there, but they
literally don't know any of the British players today. They literally know none.
Yeah.
They literally have zero clue about the British forces at all.
Always on 5, and I think it's interesting.
Yeah, look, when we talk about most valuable player, I was saying this before, and I want to emphasize it, it's not just kills. If we looked at damage, we look at assists, we look at role player moments, we look at buybacks, like all of those things go into this conversation. And I know the broadcast team is working hard to figure out who that could be.
Yeah.
So Lottie, I'm going to be honest, usually I know for a fact.
But you just don't know.
This one I have absolutely absolutely no idea.
I mean, what does that tell you about the competition that we've seen today across all 4 of these drops? I mean, the competition has been unmatched. Every single drop has been completely different. In terms of storylines, we've seen, you know, a real massive push and a huge leg up from Air Force. It was just unbelievable, and quite frankly, love was in the air pretty much throughout all of the drops that we saw today. And then we had Marine Corps just chipping away and managing to get that incredible push forward from Huskers. We saw comfortability coming through the roof for them. But who's really been that kind of like, you know, contender in the wings, just waiting there to see what would happen, what would they be able to do and work out as the drops continued on?
Yeah, I mean, Coast Guard, you know, frankly, I think Spinaman did a great job of staying alive to the top 5. That's great for his team. I don't know how many kills they picked up. We saw them in the kill feed a little bit, but not as much as we would like if they were going to win that map, kind of not being in the final fight. Again, almost played spoiler to that team that got the win at the end of the day, almost picked up that full. But yeah, I think Coast Guard was kind of waiting in the wings. I think it's funny when you start doing a little bit of math too, because Huskers had 10 kills by himself.
Yeah.
They got a 1.5.
Crazy.
That's 15 points just from Huskers.
Yeah.
But if they would have gotten the win, that would have been 20 points just from Huskers. When we're talking about razor thin margins, 5 points is a lot.
It's a lot.
And I said it during the cast, and I'll say it again. I think the Marine Corps needed to win in order to secure the overall victory. But again, I have no info. I have no intel.
No.
It's just my assumption right now. We'll see.
I know it's going to be very interesting. And also with Air Force as well, talk to me a little bit about their last map and what went wrong. Why couldn't they finish as strong as they started?
Things are difficult, right? And I think it leads to the mini Royale combat. I mean, we went into military base, we went to quarry, now we're going into lumber for our final match. We talked about how difficult it can be to navigate throughout that. So trying to take some of those landings and say, okay, well, I'm Air Force Gaming, right? I want to remain at the top, or I want to best the Royal Air Force. So knowing that you're separated by those razor thin margins, you have to not only play incredibly smart and conservative, but you also have to find those kills to stay at the top when everyone's gunning for you. So I think they kind of struggle with shaking up their pacing in that final match.
It's not, I keep saying this, it's not without question they could have won though.
Right.
I mean, Sean Jay's team, I think that was the only true. I'm not sure what happened to Iceman Isaac. We really didn't see him on main very much. But when you talk about that roster, I mean, technically we saw Sean Jay's side of that roster actually stay alive for a while. I think make top 10.
Yeah.
And pick up several kills along the way as well. So that whole roster was looking really good.
Well, just shut up and get on with it.
Rotation. Like they were coming from farmland, traveling up into lumber, and it was just too late. It was going to be a difficult road to actually traverse through all of those sight lines. And you get shot from 1,000 different angles running through farmland, and that's exactly what happened. We didn't see that res go on Sean Jay Gaming because there were 6 teams looking right at the building that final player was alive on. So
that is tough, but I will say I do want to commend Sean Jay Gaming consistently making it into those end games. You think back to our 1v1 on match
They've literally mentioned every single player apart from any of the British teams.
And I think those are also extremely integral in the success and why they found themselves at the top consistently.
Massive shout out to Sean Jay, incredible creator. Absolutely love to see that. Speaking of smart and conservative that you mentioned, what happened to the British Army? Oh my goodness me. What was that about in the last drop?
Yeah, you know, here's the thing. In the final drop of the day, you gotta swing for the fences, right?
True.
And so you just gotta go for broke, and sometimes you get broke. It just is what it is. I don't know what else to tell you.
It is Vegas after all.
That's right. And so in a 4-drop series like this, we still have our solo YOLO. We are not done for the day.
I know.
But in a 4-drop series, consistency is absolutely gonna be the word that I keep going back to. And sometimes when you're near the bottom of the leaderboard, you gotta go for broke, you get broke. And also high risk, high reward. It is the playstyle that can win you tournaments, especially in a tournament of this format.
Talking a little bit about solo YOLO, and we mentioned Sean Jay Gaming as well, but was there another individual creator-wise that really stood out to you, Goj?
Yeah, I mean, of course, we've been talking a lot about Huskers. I'll continue to tip my hat to him. He's an OG in the space. He's a veteran for good reasons. He's able to put on a show still after years and years and years. So Huskers put up great numbers. I actually really liked what we couldn't see. The intangibles that Breadman brought to that roster. There's a reason Coast Guard was near the top. They've got great skill, but it was on the back of great IGLing from both rosters.
Jobo, too.
Yeah, Jobo's great IGL as well, but Breadman is very, very good about in-game circles. They were setting up their team very well to play for in-game.
Oh man, are they gonna tell us who won or what?
Oh, all the time, and consistently in the early game as well. He was really just getting into the mix early on and trying to get.
Like, my question here is, right, is anybody actually watching this, like, genuinely interested in what they're talking about?
I do feel like Breadman's team with Coast Guard,
like, is anybody actually really interested?
And a little bit more smart, which is what you were talking about, Tiff. As it
I want a little bit of analysis, but this is ridiculous.
Very, very well for them and put them into contention. Whether or not it's enough, we'll have to wait and see. I have no idea where this could go, truly, because one, even if it was glaringly obvious, my math skill is not there, and I would still have to look at you guys and be like, so who won?
I would say I have pretty good math skills, okay? I like to do math.
Here we go.
I don't know. I usually know. Usually we're like, oh, we're not sure, let's confirm.
Yeah.
No, I literally have no idea. Like, no clue. I'm really excited to see how the match shakes up. I want to add one more thing, too, about the creators. Can I shout out Teep?
Yeah.
I mean, guy's a world champion.
I love shouting out Teep, so go on.
Look, we're about to go into solo YOLO here shortly, all brought to you by Corsair, and Teep won last year for good reason. This guy is not technically anymore a Warzone competitor. Some of these players have a big competition coming up down the line, our creators, in a couple days' time for $1 million, right? Teep is not a part of that list. He is a content creator now. He is chilling, he's streaming all the time, but he does play Warzone a lot, and you could tell in this competition, Teep was winning a lot of gunfights against really skilled players.
Yeah, he's absolutely incredible. I often do tune into his streams. He's somebody I love to go and watch personally when it comes to our creators here. And his streams are always, one, incredibly relaxing and chill, considering we're playing like a high-stakes, high-level Warzone. But he's just unbelievable. And I think another thing that I had said previously is the aggressive smarts. He's aggressive, but incredibly smart with it. And I think that comes back to him being a creator, but also used to play professionally. And I think that's what really goes hand in hand. And it's fascinating to now watch him as he goes on to that next part of his journey as a creator, but bringing that professional gameplay into the mix too, which is absolutely incredible. And also could also be a small reason why he might win things like solo YOLOs.
He did last year, right?
Exactly.
If we're going to talk about Teep for the solo YOLO, and while we're kind of just spitballing here, I would love to throw a couple more names in the hat.
Please do it. Here's the hat.
Yeah, you were tossing Breadman out there. I think that was super vital. I think he could do really good for solo YOLO, because a lot of people don't know this. If you're going to be a content creator and not only in the competitive Warzone thing, that man went on like a 100+ win game streak grinding within his community, right? So being able to play and lead multiple randoms that you meet in game to succeed. Of course, as you get paired up with a dynamic duo here in the Coast Guard, you're going to have a lot of success, which is why they were poising themselves. But if you rip that teamwork away and it's every man for themselves, I think Breadman is a really good chance to make that happen. And then Goj, we can't miss FIFA kill, right?
Yeah,
He's kind of won a format like this before.
Yeah, he has won before. There's a lot of people that actually have some history in this kind of solo YOLO. Before we get there, again, regardless of where these teams landed on the leaderboard, we gotta just say thank you for competing, right? I mean, we had a lot of teams. I mean, come on, we gotta shout out our former champions, U.S. Army. We know they didn't win, okay? It is what it is. They won last year. They had a dominant spree. It was probably the most dominant win we've ever seen, actually, in Code Bowl history. Obviously, a little bit of frustrations this time around, but still, thanks for playing. Obviously, some good moments. Sucre, a great player on that U.S. Army esports roster. Aiden's team just couldn't quite get things going. Not everybody's gonna win, but I am getting word, Lottie. I think we've got our overall results finally ready. It took a while because it was pretty dang close, I think, at the top. Let's take a look at it. The Royal Air Force,
go on, the Royal Air Force won.
They have won
Let's
by
go.
only a 3.5-point margin. Holy cow. Royal Air Force are your Code Bowl 6 champions. Holy cow, I cannot believe this. We've got to go down to the stage to present the Code Bowl 6 trophy. Call of Duty Endowment's president and retired Navy captain, Dan Goldenberg.
Today's event brought together military esports teams from branches of the United States, United Kingdom, and Canada to compete for the coveted Call of Duty Endowment Bowl 6 trophy. I'm proud to present this year's trophy to the Code Bowl 6 champions. Congratulations. And to all participants, Bravo Zulu. You've done your branches and your countries proud.
Oh, man. Look at you guys. First championship, the Royal Air Force. I think it's time. Let's go ahead and pick this trophy up. If you guys want, embrace it. You guys earned it. Such a big moment. All together, if you like. Lift that trophy high. This is your moment.
It's so cringe.
Incredible job, Whoopty. We'll start with you. Man, what a grind it was. Winning by 3 points, you get Throw Air Force, their first ever championship. How you feeling, brother?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. Gassed. It's my first year as captain, and I said we were going to win, and we won.
So, Captain, so talk to me about your team, man. Putting them together, obviously, it took some brain power. Being the captain, you're a big brain himself. Talk to me about your roster, what it took to get you here in the championship moment.
So we did a week of trials. We had like 20 plus people turn up. We dwindled it down to 4, and then obviously you've got Matty, Harry, Connor. And then part of my decision was just putting the players that had the best chemistry together, and then we went from there. And obviously we got the 2 pros, and we just matched it all up.
And you guys definitely did a big win, a big championship. What does it mean for you personally, though, to win with this roster?
A lot. Means a lot. It's good. Good feeling.
Good feeling indeed. You guys are on top. Is it Connor? Connor, let's go to you, Connor. Again, a big moment, just like Luke just said, you know, IGL. Tell me about your role, what it took to finally lift this trophy.
I mean, this is the second time I've actually lifted the trophy with the team. Honestly, like, it's just unreal. Like, even being here, just unreal. Like, experience and everything. Just a great experience.
So, excuse me, second time lifting this trophy. I do apologize. I believe it was Code Bowl 3, if I'm not mistaken, that you ended up stealing it, kind of in the same way you did it this time around. So, champion once again, like you said, it's unreal. What was your journey like going from Code Bowl 3 to Code Bowl 6? So much time in between, but the same result, being a champion.
So, I mean, we cut it close the first time, managed to clutch up the win. Great experience. Second time, unreal. Like, we were cutting it close. We were trying to do the maths on how many points we needed. And yeah, luckily, the points came our way.
And they definitely did. Well done, Sophie, right? Say well done to you. What was it like playing alongside this guy over here who's a big character, but ultimately being on the winning team?
It was incredible. There's some great chemistry, especially amongst like both teams. Great IGL and our team from Connor. It was really fun to be out there, and we had a really nice group of lads where we all just worked together and just played forward and played well.
Yeah, fantastic job. And I've got to go real quick, but FIFA, I can't go without saying something to you, man. How does it feel being a champion?
I mean, obviously it feels pretty good. Last year, you know, we came so close, second place. We said we'll run it back this year, put the work in. We all went out for dinner last night. You know, we got the chemistry up, put the work in. I mean, captain himself, he's been so passionate, been texting back and forth like all year, ready for it. Obviously, happy to see the boys win because it means a lot to them. So it means a lot to me through that. And it's for a great cause. So happy to be here. Appreciate the invite, and run it back next year.
Run it back next year. Once again, lift this trophy. You all earned it. All right, Lottie, back to you. They've got some celebrating to do.
They certainly do indeed. A huge congratulations to the RAF. Absolutely amazing.
Now we've seen that the Royal Air Force have won the Code Bowl. Let's go. I'm going to love these and leave this, but thank you very much for watching. I'm super hyped for BO7. Can't wait for the beta on Thursday, so I'm going to pre-order the game. Not sure what platform we're going to pre-order it on, but I am going to pre-order it. And yeah, we're going to play Black Ops 7 Zombies on Thursday, and I can't wait. So it's going to be amazing. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Like the stream if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next one. So till then, take care, much love, and peace. Latest chat. Bye-bye.